Broadcasting live from the Wiesner Huntsville studios. We are your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. 101.7 KSAM.
This is the KSAM Sports Network. 101.7 KSAM Huntsville. Your hometown radio station. This is the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by Advantage Specialties. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth live from Brenham, Texas, in Bluebell Country as we welcome you to the Advantage Specialties Countdown to Kickoff live tonight in Brenham, Texas. Alongside of my color analyst, Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman with you tonight in Brenham at Cub Stadium. We are glad you're with us here tonight. Brian, a pleasure to be back up here with you, my friend. We missed you last week, and they missed me too, apparently. But, hey, pleasure to be up here with you. Big ball game here tonight for the Hornets.
Yeah, absolutely, Carlos. And, yeah, man, I'm glad to be up here with you as well. I want to thank everybody for all their well wishes and all those nice texts they sent me. It was much appreciated. So, but, yes, we have a big ball game on our hands tonight. Brenham Cubs and the Huntsville Hornets. And, man, this is a must-win, really, for the Huntsville Hornets, Carlos.
No, it is a big win, must-win situation for the Hornets because when you think about it, we looked at the scenarios going into this ballgame because, I mean, we got to start thinking about it. Playoffs are on the horizon here.
Yeah.
And Hornets, with a win tonight, if they can beat Brenham and they get a couple other games tomorrow to fall their way, they're in the playoffs for the first time since 2020 after missing it last season. So that would be big if the Hornets can get it done. There's obviously other scenarios if they lose or even if they win and the other games don't go their way either. So got to think about that for the Hornets tonight. But looking back last week to Lake Creek, first off, before we do that, big thank you to Luke Scott, our sideline reporter, and Jordan Smith, who stepped in and did that ball game last week for us while I was in Utah and you were out. Not a great ball game by any stretch for the Hornets. 46-6 loss to Lake Creek. I mean, you expect it going in. It's going to be a tough matchup against Lake Creek. Brian, you were there in attendance for the ball game. What did you see?
Well, Lake Creek's a very good ball club. And, their rankings tell it. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're ranked number one, in the state. So, yeah, they were a very tough ball club. They were well-rounded. Their quarterback was outstanding. The running game was just, basically unstoppable. Passing game was there when they needed it. Yeah, it was a well-rounded victory for Lake Creek. And on the other side, Huntsville they've had kind of an up and down season. They've gone through several quarterbacks, with injuries, trying to find the right mix and things like that. And with a lot of young kids, we've talked about that, a lot of sophomores on the team. But they find themselves in a really good spot. With all that being said, with what you were just talking about, they have a chance. I mean, other things have to take place, but the Hornets win tonight. Carlos, man, they got a chance to get to the next round.
Yeah, I mean, I said this a couple of weeks ago whenever playoffs started to become a prospect. They are in control of their own destiny. That's what they're in control of right now. You win the next two games, you are cruising into the playoffs, and likely as the 2 seed.
Amazing.
Because Brenham plays Lake Creek. Man, let's look at Brenham real quick. They're 4-0 in district play, but they've played the bottom 4 teams in the district up to this point, and pretty handedly wins for them, all double-digit wins. They have not faced the cream of the crop of the district, facing Huntsville, who's had an up-and-down year, and then, of course, the juggernaut Lake Creek. They play them in the final week of the season next week. So if the Hornets win tonight and then they get a loss out of Brenham next week and you beat Randall, you're the 2 seed.
Amazing.
And you're facing either Port Neches Grove or Dayton in the first round of the playoffs, a very favorable matchup on that front. It's going to be very interesting to see what the Hornets do. And now setting the stage for tonight, Brenham, they bring a good force as well. They're 4-0 for a reason in district, albeit who they've played. They've played up to the standard that they've needed to get themselves in a position to go for a district title, which would be their first since moving over to District 10 once again for Brenham. So it's going to be interesting to see what they roll out there. Folks, the weather tonight, it is just immaculate. The weather we're supposed to get tomorrow and overnight, it's not immaculate by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of rain chances, and that's why we are playing on Thursday night, because of the rain that is expected to roll through this area coming up tomorrow. It's 73 back home in Huntsville right now as the sun has set here in Brenham, as you see here if you're watching on the YouTube stream. Looking at Brenham tonight, rain chances start at 11 p.m., so hopefully we won't have to deal with that. We'll be well out of here before the rain rolls in. Currently 73 degrees. It'll be about 72 when we kick here in just a few moments. As we continue the Advantage Specialties Countdown to Kickoff, the crowd still filing in here for Huntsville, amongst others. Brian, looking at this ball game, it's just absolutely paramount that the Hornets just play sound Hornet football. And, of course, we'll get your keys to victory later on in the pregame show here, but it is absolutely paramount that they just play sound offense. I mean, Juwan Giddens is your guy at the starting quarterback position. As a former quarterback, what are you going to be looking at Juwan tonight?
Well, this is a big opportunity for Juwan. I mean, he took over the leadership role at quarterback about 4 weeks ago, and with the injury with Austin Taylor, and he's the leader. And he's got to set the precedent to get these Hornets to do what they need to do to win. I mean, he's got to make good decisions. He's got to get the team down the field. They got to move the ball offensively. That is very important. They got to move the chains. But the thing that I feel is most important that just is a showstopper are those penalties. Man, they've got to keep those penalties down to a minimum because, man, they just kill drives. They just take away momentum. They do all things bad. If they can play clean, like you were just talking about a while ago, and Juwan Giddens can do what he does best because he can run the football and he can throw the football, it'll be a great night for Huntsville.
Absolutely. And now let's flip over to the defensive side as well. A tough game against Lake Creek, giving up 46 points, but a team that averaged 50 points a game, you get them under that over-under, if you will, of 50 points. So they did their job just long enough to not prevent an even bigger blowout. The defense tonight's going to have a different kind of looking ball game. Brenham brings a different kind of flair. They have a quarterback that moves a lot like the kid from Lamar Consolidated, and they got wide receivers a lot like the ones from Brian Rutter. So what's it gonna take for that defense in all three phases, the line, the linebackers, and in the secondary, to have a good ball game and try to keep Brenham at bay?
You know what? What's important, I think, is, one, the secondary. They're going to have to play really good coverage tonight. One of the things that's hurt them all year long is they get receivers behind them and they get that big play on them, and that has just and that's happened to them, I think, 3 times this year, and it's just killed them every time. The linebackers, they've got to stop the run. It is, if you just said, it's paramount. They've got to plug those gaps, those A and B gaps on the run. Those linebackers, that's their responsibility. They've got to plug that hole, okay? And then the front four, the big guys, they have to win the battle up front. They've got to put pressure on this Brenham quarterback to make bad decisions or make decisions earlier than he wants, throw him out of his rhythm. That's what those 3 phases, they have to do that tonight.
You're absolutely right, Brian. All right, we're going to step aside and take a break. Southern Talk, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars, is coming your way next. I had a chance to catch up with head coach Southern earlier on in the week, so we hope you enjoy this next segment. Again, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. As we step aside here, the Advantage Specialties Countdown to kickoff. Pre-game show continues after this on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sing 'em, Hornets!
This week's edition of Southern Talk, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars, was recorded yesterday prior to the announcement by HISD that Huntsville versus Brenham would be moved to tonight. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to another edition of Southern Talk, brought to you by our friends at Charlie's Used Cars. Ahead of this matchup with the Brenham Cubs and the Huntsville Hornets, here with head coach Rodney Southern. Coach, last week against Lake Creek, a tough one against a really, really, really good Lake Creek team. Just give me your thoughts on last Friday's game.
Well, I thought Lake Creek is probably deserving. This week they're ranked number 1 in the state, and rightfully should be. They're probably, the thing that you look at when you play a team like that, and I think it was, kind of like how we were in either 19 or maybe even 20, that, it's hard to find a weakness. Their kicking game's solid. Offensively, obviously they can do a lot of things, but they don't have to because they've got a running back that's probably as good as anybody in the country. He's just young. Defensively, they believe in what they're doing, and we helped them some. We dropped some passes, and obviously when Braylon got rolled up on his ankle, that kind of we had to shift a little bit in terms of what we wanted to do, and those aren't excuses. I mean, they are as good a football team as their ranking probably says, and they played really well, and we didn't play as well as we could have, but they're a good football team.
Coach, looking at you guys offensively, like you alluded to it and couldn't find a rhythm until the very end of the ball game. Was it that Lake Creek was just very strong defensively, or you just gave up a couple of plays that made the difference?
Well, I think a couple things. When you drop passes, and it's and a lot of people always look and scream or yell at kids. I mean, guys don't go out there with the intention of dropping the ball. But we dropped a couple critical situations, and then Braylon going down takes away a facet of your run game, and you can't go in with against a team like that and be one-handed or left-handed or whatever cliche you want to say. So, and I think a lot of it was obviously the team across from us. I mean, they are as solid as I've seen in the 9 years I've been here. They probably are as solid as anybody we've played to that point, because you can usually find a weakness somewhere and say, okay, we're going to attack this corner or this defensive guy or whatever, but they're pretty solid all the way across.
Coach, and then for your defense, spent a lot of time out on the field against Lake Creek on Friday. You're dealing with another rather good offense in Brenham this week. What do you do to get your defense off the field quicker?
Well, I think again, third down plays are critical. We had some situations the other night where we didn't get off on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. And then when we did, right before the half, the ball's on 11-yard line and you got a penalty, you can take it back or you can force them a 4th and 1. And, we chose the 4th and 1 and they break it for however long it was. So, those kind of things, that's just a group of kids that made a play and we didn't make a play. So, but you regroup, you look at because Brenham creates a different set of problems than Lake Creek does. So, we came back Saturday and watched it and corrected what we need to correct, but we got 2 more games left that we're guaranteed and we got to move forward.
Looking at Brenham, Coach, they come in 4-0 in district play, trying to make a run at the postseason as well. What stands out to you about them?
Well, they're, like a lot of us in district, they're similar to us. They're a little more senior-laden than we are, especially up front, offensive and defensive lines. They've brought up some young kids. He's brought up 2 more freshmen this week that I don't know what they're going to be because we don't know who exactly they are. I think their quarterback is kind of like Lake Creek, kind of like Lamar Consolidated. It's 2 guys. He's a run-throw guy. He's a guy that his legs can get him out of some bad situations. They've played 2 or 3 different running backs. One of them's a little number 8, who's a little kind of a scat back type guy that's probably quicker than he is fast, but he's little, and he's squirted through some holes in games, and I think some of it they may not have even been able to see him when he went through there because he is little. And then they've got a big back. They play with a tight end / H-back, which is a glorified blocker. He's the backside puller on a lot of their counter stuff. So it gives us a different kind of situation, but then the quarterback's got a strong enough arm. They're not afraid to raise up and throw the deep ball. They've made some big plays against everybody in our district on that. So, it's the same thing. You got to go in every week. You got to figure out, what they do the best, and we got to do everything we can to stop that.
Coach, looking at you guys offensively, you got 2 quarterbacks that are back at full strength. I mean, what's the plan going forward with Jawan or Austin?
Well, Jawan will start. I thought Jawan played well the other night. He threw the ball, where he needed to throw the ball. Not necessarily they were all perfect or we caught them all, but, of course, Austin's ready to go, and if we had to get into a throwing match, it might be something where Austin may see a little more of the action, but our big deal is now obviously is getting the ball in Keyron Lee's hands, and Jawan's got to be a factor now with Braylon, being banged up a little bit. So, but Jawan will get the brunt of the snaps.
And Coach, this is a ball game with a lot of playoff implications in the sense that if you pick up a win, you got yourself in a good position to make a run at the 2 seed. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, we sat down as a staff, and of course I keep up with a lot of it, and I always on Monday we tell the kids, here's where everybody is. I mean, and we've still got a chance to finish anywhere from second to fifth. So obviously this one and the last one are going to be critical. This one's big, obviously on the road, but our kids have played these kids, you know, because they're in our junior high league. So a lot of these kids have played each other, and this used to be from years back. This used to be a really big rivalry. I've only been a part of this twice, so this will be the third time. But this is huge if we take care of our business and win this game, because it puts us in a much better position to finish out the year.
All right, to wrap it all up, Coach, keys to a big win in district play.
Well, get off the field defensively, you know, and it'll always be probably every week. Don't give up the big explosive play, which we did the other night. Offensively, we've got to sustain drives, and then we've got to score touchdowns in the red zone. And they've got a really, really good kicker, and he's also their punter, so the kicking game will be critical, especially if the weather is like it's predicted to be. Field position will be very important.
All right, Coach. As always, I appreciate your time. Best of luck in this ball game against Brenham. Hope to see you guys come out with a big, big win.
All right, thank you.
That concludes this week's edition of Southern Talk, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. When we come back, me and Brian will continue to break down the matchup here tonight between Huntsville and Brenham. Brian will provide his keys to victory, and we'll have starting lineups and much more. The Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff continues after this.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here, the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff here tonight. Can't get my words out tonight, Brian. We're glad you're with us tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Glad you're with us, Coach. Southern doing a great thing chatting with us earlier on in the week. We had to do a little bit of maneuvering around with that segment because I talked a little bit about the weather on that one. And, well, we've got gorgeous weather this evening compared to what we were expecting coming in tomorrow. So we talked with Coach a bit there. He gave his keys to the game. Brian, again, like we said earlier in our first segment, it is a critical ball game this evening for the Hornets. They've got to find a way to be sound on all three fronts, offense, defense, and special teams. The wind's blowing a little bit, so kicking tonight might be an issue, but what are your keys to victory tonight for the Hornets to be able to come away with a massive district win?
Well, they have to win the battle at the line of scrimmage, for starters. Juwan Giddings has to have a good ball game, all right? And those receivers, they need to catch those balls that are catchable. And defensively, they've got to bring them down. They got to make, when they make that initial contact, that runner needs to come down, okay? They cannot afford missed tackles and have big plays come of it, because that is what has hurt Huntsville all year long, are those big plays. And then finally, keep the penalties down to a minimum. Those penalties will kill drives, momentum, stop the penalties, have a great ball game.
All right, I want to bring in our third member of our group, Luke Scott. He is down on the sidelines with us tonight. Luke, you had the pleasure of having the call last week. First off, thank you very much for having it. What are your keys to victory here this evening?
Well, you know, last week, thank you, Carlos, by the way. Yeah, last week, couldn't stop the run. I mean, Lake Creek ran left, ran right. They ran all over our defense. And the defense has been really good the past few weeks, even the month. And then last week, you know, quite the opposite. But I think a much closer opponent here, and I think we'll do just fine.
Luke, real quick here before we go to the national anthem, just what are you going to be looking out of that offense tonight?
The offense, I think we really need the passing game going. You know, a lot of times, you know, we run the ball just fine, but it's the ability to stretch the field and really put the defense on its toes. So I think we elevate the passing game a little bit and keep running how we've been running it the past month.
All right, thank you, Luke, down there on the sideline for us tonight. I'm going to turn it over to the public address announcer as we get ready for our country's national anthem.
It is proper flag etiquette to stand, remove your hat, and salute by placing your right hand over your heart as the colors pass in front of you and during the national anthem. The colors are presented tonight by the color guard from the award-winning Brenham High School ROTC. Those participating tonight are Cadet TFC Valeria Alfaro, Cadet Sergeant Major Serenity Jackson, Cadet TFC April Rivers, and Cadet Second Lieutenant Leah Ortero. Since the spirit of the national anthem has contained more words than music, will you join me, Brenham High School Band, in singing as the band plays the Star-Spangled Banner?
Beautiful rendition of our country's national anthem provided by the Brenham Cubs Band. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. The Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff continues with starting lineups brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union next after this.
From Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sing 'em, Hornets!
Welcome back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside of Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Glad you're with us tonight. The Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff continuing now with your starting lineups brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you are on our YouTube stream, you see the Hornets take the field. We'll get ready for play here momentarily. First, the starters for Brenham this evening. At quarterback, number 4, Rylan Wooten. At running back, number 8, Cartel Brown. 3 wide receivers, number 1, Reed Robinson. Number 14, Deontay Martin. And number 13, Ian Stelter. And at H-back tonight, number 91, Stephen McWilliams. In the trenches at left tackle, number 68, Cade Lasagna. At left guard, number 72, Logan Marshall. At center, number 50, Blake Robinson. Number 79 is the right guard, Darian Thomas. And at right tackle, number 75, Eric Aschenbeck. And then in the defensive side, in the trenches, number 99, Quentin Graves, and number 73, Miguel Rodriguez at the D tackles. And at defensive ends, number 28, John Rigsby, and number 52, J-Ren Robinson. 3 linebackers, number 0, Ricky Brown, number 37, Tiavian Davis, and number 5, Keith Crawford. 2 safeties, number 12, Jabrian Moore, and number 9, Ivan Salazar. 2 cornerbacks, number 7, Juan Mata, and number 21, Savion Ragston. And then one punter and kicker tonight, number 6, Grant Mayfield. And now the starters for your Huntsville Hornets at the quarterback position tonight. The junior number 1, Juwan Giddens, and 2 running backs, number 4, Braylon Phelps, and number 20, Keyron Lee. 3 wide receivers, Matthew Tatum, Savion Conte, and Peyton Pryor. And in the trenches for the Hornets at left tackle, number 52, Micah Fisher. At left guard, number 56, Chris Smith. At the center position, number 51, Cesar Robledo. At right guard, Thomas Rose. And at right tackle, number 62, Nathan Schweitzer doing the kicking tonight for the Hornets, number 80, Joseph Mejia. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you've got in the trenches, number 34, Sakari Carew, number 82, Zach Moss, the 2 defensive ends. At defensive tackle, number 74, Julian Casanova. And at nose guard, number 99, Jadarius Smith. And then in the linebacker core, 3 of them. Number 10, Shiloh Jones will have a big club on his hand tonight. Number 26, Tyler Pomeroy. And number 15, Justin Angstad. And in the safeties, number 6, Jeremiah Winfrey, J-Bug. Number 3, Isaiah Collins. Number 18, Claudio Alvarenga. And number 9, Cole Schroeder. Doing the punting tonight will be Shiloh Jones. There's your starting lineups brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, kickoff live tonight from Brenham, Texas in Bluebell Country. We'll be back in a few moments as we conclude the Advantage Specialties Countdown to Kickoff from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
This has been the Advantage Specialties Hornets pregame show. Stay tuned for this week's Huntsville High School football game on KSAM.
Merski's Cafe in New Waverly is open for breakfast at 7:30 on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Get a great start to your day. Chicken fried steaks, chicken fried chicken, and hamburger steaks. Or go lighter with salads. Go for Taco Tuesday and Fish Fridays. Lunch starts at 11. Private dining room or catering available. Dine in, curbside pickup, or to-go orders. 936-439-5039. Merski's Cafe in New Waverly, 315 FM 1375. Check them out on Facebook. Home of the world-famous Hootie Burger and proud supporters of the Hornets and Bulldogs.
Here we go. The only thing matters is a win. That's it. Whatever it takes. Let's go, man. Let's win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The following is a KSAM Sports Network presentation. It's Friday night in Hornets country. This is Huntsville Hornets High School football. Proudly brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance, El Gordo Taqueria, Dr. Toole Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville, Huntsville Church of Christ, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, McGilvery Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Reliable Auto Parts, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Tex Press Urgent Care, The Color Bar Tanning, The Woodland Financial Group, and More Insurance, Tom Foolery's Pizza and Games, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, and Wiesner Huntsville. The 2022 Hornet season is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville. Now, here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are already underway here tonight between Huntsville and Brenham as we welcome you inside the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. I'm Carlos Zimmerman alongside of my main man, Brian Adams, here as the Hornets will have the ball to start the ball tonight. As he hands it off, does Juwan Giddens to Keyron Lee, and he is swallowed up immediately right out of the gate. Negative yardage there for Keyron Lee. It's a loss of 1 to bring up 2nd down and 11 to start this ball game for the Hornets.
Yeah, the Hornets start off with a run and play just right up the middle with Lee just runs into a brick wall of Brenham Cubs on that play. Need to get some blocking from those big guys up front, Carlos.
Going to need some good blocking here as you're without Braylon Phelps this evening. We'll get your other inactives here in a few moments. 2nd down and 11. Giddens will look to the sideline here, looking for an audible. 3 receivers spread out to the far right. It is Peyton Pryor lining up in the slot. Savion Conte by himself one-on-one on the close side. He gets the snap, does Giddens. He'll hand it off to Lee. The run pushes him forward past the original line of scrimmage, but it's only a gain of 2 to bring up 3rd down and 9 for Huntsville.
Yeah, got to give credit to number 52 for the Brenham Cubs, Jaron Robinson, defensive lineman, just hammered Lee on that run right there for the Hornets. Brings up 3rd and long.
If you're just joining us, no score so far in this ballgame. 10:55 to go in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, first quarter, 3rd down and 9 for the Hornets. They move right to left across your radio dial. The Hornets in their white jerseys with the black bottoms, the numbers in green. Brenham is in their home greens with the numbers in white as Giddens drops back to throw on 3rd down and 9. Throws over the top, and it's picked off. Oh, no. It is dropped by Ivan Salazar right in his breadbasket, but it falls to the turf. Incomplete miscommunication there between him and Matthew Tatum, and the Hornets will likely go 3 and out.
Yeah, Juwan Giddens drops back, and he's got plenty of time. His line gave him plenty of time to look over his progressions, and, man, that was just an errant throw right into the hands of the Brenham Cubs. And fortunately, it was dropped, forcing the Hornets to punt the ball away.
So they'll have to try and make something happen on defense for this to happen for the Hornets tonight, as Giddens right to the leather, running up to kick this one. This is going to be returned at the 40-yard line, and then sliding down right near midfield is Jabrion Moore, the sophomore free safety. And now the Hornet defense will have their first try. Only a minute and a half has ticked off here tonight in here in Brenham, between Huntsville and Brenham. Justin Kring tuning in with us on our YouTube stream saying, let's go, my brothers Juwan and Shiloh Jones. Thanks for tuning in, Justin. If you guys are just tuning in, did we have a flag here? Because I see the offense coming back out.
Number 28, a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay.
Wow, what a late flag.
A very late flag. I did not see a flag come out. So here comes the punting unit once again for the Hornets. It was against number 28, John Rigsby, for the Brenham Cubs. So the Hornets will have a manageable 4th down and 3, but I still expect them to punt this away.
Yeah, I do too, and I hope they can get a better punt off than they did the last time, because you don't want your opponent to start their first drive of the night off at the 50-yard line.
And Juwan Giddens, he will stand back here and receive this punt here. A little bit more room to get this one away. Good protection. No, he's going to take off and try to run with it. He's going to be stopped short at the 32-yard line. A move there by Juwan Giddens, and it's a turnover on downs for Huntsville. As Giddens did not punt that one away, Brenham is going to have amazing field position for their first drive of the night.
Yeah, you know what? Juwan Giddens is back to punt, takes the snap, and it looked like for a second he was going to do that Australian punt style and kind of punt it on the run, except he tucked it, tried to cut up around the corner, and was met by a ton of Brenham Cubs, and they're going to have their first start of the night at the 32-yard line.
They're in Huntsville Hornet territory just like that, because here comes Rylan Wooten, the senior quarterback here for the Cubs, 4-0 in district play. On a 1st down and 10, motion man is the running back Brown. He gets the snap, he'll keep it himself, running straight up the middle, and now cuts it back around the 30-yard line. Slips a couple of would-be tacklers, and he's down at the 27-yard line. It's Isaiah Collins that finished him off. It's a gain of 5 to bring up 2nd down and 5 with 10:06 left to go here in this first quarter.
Yeah, a little quarterback keeper there by Rylan Wooten. He fakes a handoff to his man in motion, takes the ball around the right side, tries to cut up the edge. Picks up a pretty good gain of close to 5 yards.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame show. It was going to be paramount that the Hornets were able to stop that quarterback. He's a lot like Lamar Consolidated's quarterback. He can run, so you saw it right there on a 1st down and 10. Now it's 2nd down and 5. Brenham moving left to right across your radio dial in their home greens, all green tonight with the numbers in white. 2nd down and 5 in the shotgun. Wooten gets the snap, looks to throw, has a man wide open, and he's going to rumble into the end zone just like that. Keith Crawford makes the catch. And it's a touchdown for Brenham just like that.
Yep, Wooten just drops back, hits his wide out on a kind of a deep post route right in stride, and they're on the board first with 9:29 left in your first quarter.
And that goes back to trying to go for it on 4th down, giving them a short field rather than a bit of a longer field, and that will result in points for Brenham. As back to kick this one, Grant Mayfield. His holder is Ian Stelter. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick by Mayfield is also good. 7-0. Brenham on top just like that in a critical district ball game here for the Hornets. We're going to keep things right here, Brian, and as we begin our broadcast tonight, let's thank some of our wonderful sponsors who made this broadcast possible.
Absolutely. We want to thank this season of Huntsville Hornet football is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville, Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, serving the Huntsville community since 1890. And Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville. And our good friends over at Charlie's Used Cars, customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. And Walker County Federal Credit Union, if you live or work in Walker County, you are eligible for membership.
Folks, if you're just joining us, Brenham on top, 7-0 with 9:29 left to go here in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Hornets trying to work their way into the playoffs. A win tonight gets them in a great position to do so, and they would need a couple of other games to go their way tomorrow between Lamar Consolidated and Montgomery and Richmond, Randall, and Rudder. But starting things off tonight, a very sluggish start for the offense. And now you got to find a way to make something happen on your second drive. So the Hornets will have 2 back deep to receive this one.
Yeah, you know, their first plays, the first 2 plays were runs up the middle, and Brenham did a great job stuffing the run. Then on 3rd down and 9, they tried to pass, and it looked like Juwan Giddens threw it right into the linebacker's hands, forcing them to punt, and of course kept it on, trying to pick up that 1st down, and it was just a great play by Brenham.
Mayfield will boot this one away, booming kick towards the back of the end zone, and they'll just let that one roll into the end zone for a touchback, and now the offense will stride on back out there for their second drive of the ball game. Juwan Giddens has got to make some magic happen. I mean, Coach Southern describes him just as a purebred football player, and that's what they're going to need tonight out of him to be able to come away with a big district win. It'll be a 1st down and 10 from the Hornets from their own 25-yard line. Again, they move right to left. We'll get back to play here in a game where the Huntsville Hornets are down 7-0 and only 2.5 minutes have ticked off the clock. 1st down and 10. Giddens gets the snap, hands it off, looking for Lee. Actually, no, that's not Lee back there. I don't have that number on my stat sheet. That is number 12 for the Hornets. Don't have that number on our roster, folks. Sorry about that. It's across the 30 and down to the 33 and 34-yard line. Folks, if you're tuning in and you got that number for us, please give it to us, because that was not on our roster when we got it this morning.
Well, it was a great run by him. It looked like he was going to get stuffed in the backfield. He spun out of the tackle, goes and picks up 9 yards on the run. Nice play there by the Hornets.
2nd down and 1 now. Giddens lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 out to the right, 2 out to the left. He gets the snap. He'll keep it himself running right side. Just needs 1 yard for the line to gain, and I think he got just enough across the 35-yard line into the 36. That's good for Amoka Attorneys at Law. 1st down.
Well, there you go. That's the idea. Move the chains, get a new set of downs, and just methodically move that ball down the field, moving the chains, and then obviously close the door with points on the board.
All right, that is number 12, Trayshawn Brown in the backfield, a freshman running back for the Hornets. And he got that 9-yard gainer, and he'll have maybe another opportunity here on a 1st down and 10 at the 35. Giddens gets the snap. Oh, a wild snap. And it gets out and about, and Giddens will just land on it. And, man, just when the Hornets made something happen, a bad snap from Cesar Robledo. And that is costly for Huntsville.
Well, now that was a very bad snap there by the Hornets. Now they're back to their 13-yard line.
The line to gain is the 46. This is going to be 2nd down and 33 for the Hornets. I mean, if I'm on the coaching staff, what kind of play call do you go with here? I mean, that snap was just a bullet from Robledo. My goodness, the Hornets now really in a hole. 2nd down and 33 from their own 13-yard line as he gets the snap. Another trouble there for Giddens, and Brown just trying to run this to the right side. It's going to maybe get a gain of 1 to bring up a 3rd down and 32 for the Hornets.
Well, you know what? It's pretty amazing to have Trayshawn Brown, a freshman on varsity, starting at tailback. That is, you don't hear that very often, but the young man is doing a pretty good job. He needs help from those big guys up front. They need to win those battles against Brenham.
You're absolutely right, they do. It's going to be 3rd down and 32 here for the Hornets. Got to find a way to cash in here on this, and if you convert this here, you really sway the momentum your direction on 3rd down and 32. Clock moving at 7.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Giddens gets the snap. It's just a direct snap straight ahead. Giddens will take it across the 20. No, he's still on his feet at the 25-yard line. Giddens not willing to go down across to the 32-yard line, nearly back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down and long, but hey, you got a little bit more room to try and get this punt off.
Incredible effort by Giddens. I mean, it's a quarterback draw up the middle. He takes contact right at the line of scrimmage, busts through that, keeps his legs moving, and gets them all the way to the 32-yard line. Heck of a run there by Giddens.
So that'll bring up a 4th down here for the Hornets and about 13, 14 yards. Officially 14. Giddens will obviously drop back to punt this one away and definitely get this one off and not try to get the 1st down. As Giddens calls for the ball, gets it away, punts this one right to the leather. Not a great punt. Goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line, and that will give another short field of work here for the Brenham Cubs.
Well, so far tonight, the Hornets have been their own worst enemy. I mean, they have looked they've not looked very disciplined here tonight so far to start this ball game. They need to turn it around and turn it around quickly.
All right, let's see what the defense has here for their second try at it against against Brenham here. A tough one against Lake Creek last week, losing 46-6. Got to find a way to crack into Brenham's offense here as they scored really quickly on their last drive to make it 7-0. Rylan Wooten lines up in the shotgun here, trips receivers, man in motion from the left to the right, fakes the give to him, a couple of moves, hands this one off to his running back Cartel Brown across to the 40-yard line. They'll mark him at the 39. That is a gain of 6 for second down.
Yeah, nice little run there by Cartel Brown on the left side between the guard and tackle gap. Picks up 6 yards on the carry. You got to do better than that. You got to stop that run. It is important to plug those gaps.
Second down coming up here for the Hornets. Again, if you're just tuning in, folks, come on, drop your names and where you're watching from in the comments down below on our YouTube stream. We'd love to hear from you. We'll get to those comments as we get through this ball game. Second down and 4 here. 6 minutes to go in the first as Wooten gets the snap. Delayed handoff here to Brown, running right side, and a good pursuit from behind by Kadarian Easley and Jadaria Smith to force a third down and short. Down to the 36-yard line to bring up third down and 2. Hornets, it's critical here. Even though it's a short field of work here for Brenham, you've got to find a way to make them go 3 and out here, even though it's a short little thing they have to get here of third down and 2. Wooten's going to line up here under center. His running back with him in Cartel Brown right behind him. And it'll just be a keeper there by Wooten. He is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down across the 35 down to the 33-yard line, and will move the sticks for Brenham.
Yep, just Wooten taking the ball up the middle, picks up the necessary yards for the first down. Again, doing what they need to do to move the chains, and again, in Huntsville territory.
Bob Sly tuning in tonight. Bob and Jenna tuning in from Huntsville saying, let's go Hornets. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in. Glad you're with us tonight. Joshua James tuning in as well as Johnny Waddell. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight on our YouTube stream. First down and 10 for the Brenham Cubs, and a critical ball game here for both teams in terms we'll talk about throughout this ball game. From the 32-yard line, motion man fakes the give to him, does Wooten, and Wooten nearly got spun down in the backfield. Pomeroy and company will force him out of bounds for a short gain to bring up second down and a bit long for the Brenham Cubs.
Yeah, nice play there by Pomeroy and Cole Schroeder to get him out of bounds after a 1-yard gain. The defense needs to tighten up, keep Brenham out of the end zone so early in this ball game.
That will bring up another second down try here for Brenham. 4:51 and actually 4:52 as well. They'll stop the clock as he did run out of bounds. Did Wooten. Again, the Cubs lead 7-0 here against your Hornets. Second down and 9. Brenham lines up in the shotgun here, does Wooten. 3 receivers, gets the snap, hands this one off. Running it straight ahead is Cartel Brown, and he is met.
Oh, man.
Looked like he got met by his own guy there for a minute, but it looks like the Hornet crowd there of Tyler Pomeroy and Justin Angstadt made the stop to bring up third down and 3.
Boy, it looked like the Mike linebacker, Justin Angstadt, absolutely stuck Cardell Brown right in the chest. Good tackle there by Angstadt.
They'll bring up third down here for the Hornets. A critical one at that. You know, their kicker in Grant Mayfield and for the Cubs, he's got a leg, so it wouldn't be too far in between to try and play from here. So that'll be a third down and 3 at the 25-yard line as he gets the snap, fakes to give to Brown, throws it into the flat, wide open, and making the catch at about the 15-yard line and being pushed out of bounds is Deontay Martin for the Brenham Cubs, enough to move the sticks once again.
Yep, safety Cole Schroeder there on the coverage, and it was just a quick little out route beyond the sticks. They picked it up, moved the chains, and they're on a roll.
That'll move the ball just short of the 10-yard line, down to the 15, so the line to gain is the 5 here for Brenham, and they're just methodically moving the ball down the field. 4:06 to go on that clock here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. The Cubs lead at 7-0. Motion man coming across again. They fake the pitch to him. A lot of misdirection here as Brown will like to try and reverse his field. There's a missed tackle by J-Bug running around the right side. Cartel Brown into the end zone for Brenham, and just like that, they are back in. They are moving further in front. They lead at 13-0 on a 15-yard run by Cartel Brown.
Yeah, nice run around the end by Brown. Jeremiah Winfrey had an opportunity in the backfield to stop him. He broke loose from the tackle, waltzed into the end zone. Wow.
Grant Mayfield will be back to put this extra point up. Try to make it a 14-0 ball game here in the first quarter. Looks like the Hornets are going to have a tall hill to climb tonight. A couple of men jumped, but no flags I see out there on the field. The extra point by Mayfield, by the way, is good. 14-0. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, live inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman, live tonight from Brenham in Bluebell Country. 14-0, the Cubs lead it here in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. 3:56 to go on that game clock as Mayfield's got the ball teed up here to boot it back to the Hornets. Trayshawn Johnson and company back deep to receive it. Johnson will let that one go into the end zone for a touchback. Got word in the comments down below, Trayshawn Johnson is actually Jawan Giddens' brother that he's going to be handing things off to out there this evening. 3 inactives tonight for the Hornets. 1 critical one on the offense. Braylon Phelps, who has stepped up in a big way out of the backfield, he is out with an injury. Trayvon Johnson, he is out as well, and Arthur Sandals is also inactive for the Hornets as well, as the Hornets will take over on offense. First down and 10 from their own 25-yard line, down 14-0. Giddens lines up in the shotgun with his brother to his right. 3 receivers, gets the snap, fakes the give to him. No, he handed it off to Johnson. Trying to split defenders, still trying to get around some defenders. How about the freshman here, making some moves and makes it a manageable 4-yard gain for second down and 6.
Yeah, that was a nice little run up the middle. He got a good block from his left guard to open up a hole to let him squeak through. Nice little run up the middle by the young freshman.
I'll bring up second down and 6 here for the Hornets. Chance to make something happen here. Trayshawn Brown in the backfield, I apologize, for the Hornets. 2 receivers spread out to the right. Peyton Pryor lines up in the slot. 1 down to the left is Savion Conte. Tatum is the one far out there we just had on the coaches show on yesterday, as Conte cannot hang on to the ball there. Another incomplete pass, and that will bring up third down.
Yep, little hitch route over here to the left side, close to the Hornet sidelines, right between the 1 and the 4, and dropped. You got to hang on to the ball, guys.
So that will now bring up another third down for the Hornets in their own territory, short of the 30-yard line at the 29. Same formation here for Huntsville. Brown, the running back here with Giddens. Showing blitz off the left side here is Brenham as Giddens rolling to his right, trying to get around that blitz. Needs to get the ball off quickly. Oh, and it's caught by Matthew Tatum. Oh, I don't know if he had the line. I think he did have the line to gain right at the 35-yard line, and that will be enough to move the sticks. What a catch by the senior.
What a great play. Jawan Giddens rolls to his right. He's got a defender with a hold of his jersey trying to pull him down. Throws that ball to Matthew Tatum doing a crossing route at the 35 in traffic and catches it. What a catch by Tatum.
So that moves the sticks for the Hornets on another Mocha Attorneys at Law first down. Past the 35 to the 36-yard line with 2:42 left to go on the game clock here in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. First down. Giddens in the shotgun. 2 receivers down to the left, 1 out to the right is Tatum. As Giddens gets the snap, hands it off to his brother Brown, running through the left side, trying to get some push. Forward progress will give him the 39-yard line. Good modest gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, not a bad little run. Again, right up the middle. They like to do that to kind of set up the play action, but nice little run up the middle by the young guy.
I'll bring up second down and 7 here for the Hornets. You know, the old adage goes, your run game is going to open up your passing game. The Hornets have had a difficult time trying to get that passing game going. They have had to rely on their run to make stuff happen. Second down and 7. From the 39, 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Cubs lead 14-0. Giddens gets the snap and running to his right side, trying to find the hole across the 40. Moves into the second level across the 45 and down to the 49-yard line, and that's enough for another Mocha Attorneys at Law first down.
Yep, great run around the right side by Jawan Giddens. Cuts up the edge on the right and picks up a nice block and a first down. The Hornets are moving the ball, looking like the Hornets we know.
Latoya O'Brien tuning in tonight saying, let's go to son. Number 6, J-Bug Winfrey, thanks for tuning in tonight. Some folks here from the Brenham side as well, and even across central part of Texas tuning in tonight. Glad you're with us. Ball at the 48-yard line in Huntsville territory, first down and 10. Giddens in the shotgun, gets the snap, direct snap here to Giddens straight ahead, trucks a man and takes him with him near another Mocha attorneys at law first down. No, he did get enough for another first down. 10 yards for Giddens.
Yeah, nice run up the middle by Giddens, and give John Trey Barkin, number 72, the junior O-lineman, credit for opening up that hole for Giddens. Good play there by the Hornets.
Thought for a second they may have marked them short, but it is enough for a first down as the Hornets are into Brenham territory for the first time tonight at the Brenham 42-yard line. Clock moving, minute to go here. The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Brenham leading 14-0. Hornets trying to move quick. Giddens in the shotgun, 3 receivers. His brother Brown is the running back. He'll go to his brother Brown, running right side, slips it back and cuts it back across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. Look at the young freshman go down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for another Mocha attorneys at law first down.
Yeah, great run by Trayshawn Brown. He's going over to the right side, cuts it back to the left. Good run. He picks up the first down. Nice run by Trayshawn Brown.
Just called up.
The young freshman.
Just called up a young
Wow.
freshman, the first freshman called up by head coach Rodney Southern this season, which is awesome to see. And he's making moves here as the ball is at the Brenham 31-yard line with 22 seconds. Last play of the first quarter here, most likely. Giddens in the gun, gets the snap. He'll take it straight ahead, cutting it left side across the 30 and down to the 28-yard line or so. Forward progress gives him the 28, and that will tick off the remaining moments of this first quarter. The Hornets, a struggling start, but now starting to find their legs here as we wrap up the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter and a 14-0 lead for Brenham. Second quarter brought to you by Curbs. Coming up next here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. If you have a CSCU debit card, make sure you're enjoying all the perks that come with your card. You Choose is our debit card rewards program that earns you points for every purchase. Points can be redeemed for cash back, merchandise, and more. Signing up is easy. Visit cscutx.com, click on You Choose in the quick links, then register for the program. You'll begin earning points for rewards immediately. CSCU. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA, membership eligibility required.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, and ready to start the Curve second quarter. Live tonight from inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth as Juwan Giddens gets the snap on second down, hands it off, and look at the freshman go down the sideline, and he's in for the end zone. Touchdown, Trayshawn Brown, his first at the varsity level, and the Hornets are on the board, 28 yards.
Well, you can see why Coach Rodney Southern brought him up. He got around the edge and turned on the Jets, and he was in the end zone before anybody knew what happened. Great run by Trayshawn Brown.
Good run up the left side, went through his blockers, and in for 6. That's an MRC Creekside touchdown, and now here's the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center extra point as Joseph Mejia with the wind at his back will look to put this one up. Matthew Tatum is the holder. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick by Mejia splits the uprights and is good. 14-7. Huntsville on the board. I'm now going to bring in our third member of the broadcast team, Luke Scott. Luke, a sluggish start for the offense, but they go with a big run there down the field.
Yeah, and finding some fire with that freshman run. Trayshawn Brown, talking or listening in on the sideline. Offensive coaches really talking about intensity. Look for that, and just right there, a huge run and a lot better blocking there in the first quarter.
Thank you very much, Luke, down there on the sidelines for us tonight. Man, big run for the Hornets there. Brian, before we get back to play here, let's thank some more of our sponsors.
Absolutely. Want to thank Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ. AB Squared Self-Storage Facility, your local go-to self-storage facility. And my dentist and everybody else's dentist, Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made.
Thank you all very much for what you guys do and your support for Huntsville Hornet football. And we have got a good ball game, folks, now 14-7. Huntsville cuts the lead in half, and now let's see if that puts a little charge into the defense here. And a big opportunity for the Huntsville Hornets tonight, which we'll document here in just a few moments following the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff by Joseph Mejia. Got the ball teed up at the 40, boots this one away. Big booming kick, but a chance to be returned here by Brenham from their own 8-yard line. Running this one to the right side. Justin Engstad's going to bring him down at the 20-yard line. Trey Bowers could not get very far, and the Mike linebacker makes a good play.
Yeah, great downfield coverage. Justin Engstad on the kickoff team, man, that is what you do right there. This will be the first time Brenham has not started a drive out in Huntsville territory. Great job on that, Justin Engstad.
Again, if you're just joining us, folks, this is the scenario for Huntsville. A win tonight over Brenham, and they will have golden opportunity here for the Hornets to make something happen. If you get losses from Montgomery and Richmond Randall, you guys, you're going to have another playoff run here for the Hornets, so it'll be a big opportunity if they can make it happen. First down and 10 here for Brenham as they get back to play here. They've given up a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can make something happen here for the Hornets. As Wooten gets the snap, just a run here, slips one defender across the 20-yard line, but not getting very far at all, down to the 24-yard line, spinning him out of bounds there. Mr. Cole Schroeder, who we had on the show Wednesday.
Last night.
I don't know what my days are anymore. See, I think
Thursday night.
I think it's Friday, and then it's actually Thursday, and then there's some days I think it's just Monday, and it's just crazy.
I know, it's crazy.
So that'll bring up second down, and actually only 8 there, as it was only a gain of 2 down to the 23-yard line. Clock at 11:39 to go. Here in this curved second quarter, second down for Brenham. Wooten, he'll line up here in the shotgun. His running back Cartel Brown with him, who had a touchdown earlier on in this ballgame. Wooten gets the snap. He'll go to Brown, running left side. Good protection there. Shiloh Jones making the play there. Just missed tackles all over the place. He's going to be able to get it to about the 25-yard line. Man, the Hornets had big opportunities there in the backfield with Kadarian Easley and Zach Moss, but a lot of arm tackling allows the running back in Cartel Brown to get ahead for a gain of 2 or 3 to bring up third down.
Well, that's been kind of the problem with the Hornet defense all year long is this arm tackling, and people run right through that, and they've got to do a much better job tackling.
Third down and 6. It's only a gain of 2, luckily for the Hornets. They're lucky it was not more, as that will bring up a third down here for Brenham. Up 14-7 if you're just joining us. Brown is the running back. 3 receivers make it 4. 2 to the left and to the right, and gets the snap. Does Wooten looking to throw. Now he'll roll to his right. Zach Moss in good pursuit here, trying to bring him down. It's caught over the middle of the field at the 35-yard line, and that will be enough for another first down for Brenham. J-Bug and company trying to bring him down to the turf. And we got a flag that flies in late after the play.
Well, good job by Rylan Wooten. Rolls out to his right. Zach Moss in hot pursuit makes a great throw across his body. Now we're going to wait to see what the call is.
Ian Stelter was the one that made the catch at the 35-yard line, and usually those flags fly in late, and it's going to be against Huntsville.
Yeah, there are those penalties we talked about, Carlos. You can't give a team that kind of opportunity.
That will be moving the ball on a 15-yard penalty. Might have been unnecessary roughness or even roughing the passer against Zach Moss. Either way, it's a first down and 10. Now into Hornet territory goes Brenham. A costly penalty, but the defense has got to find a way to flush it and get back to play here. First down and 10 for Brenham. They move right to left as Wooten lines up in the gun. Quick snap here, drops back, looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket, trying to get away from the defenders across the 50 down to the 45-yard line. Now still on his feet at the 40-yard line before he runs out of bounds. It's good enough for another first down here for the Brenham Cubs. We talked about it. Wooten can make it with his legs, Brian.
Yeah, Wooten drops back. He looks over the field, goes through his steps, his progressions. Nobody's open, takes it himself, picks up 12 yards and a first down.
Now we'll bring up a first down and 10 here for Brenham at the 37-yard line. Wooten lines up in the shotgun, 4 receivers, trips to the right here, and Wooten doesn't like what he sees from the defense, looks to his sideline to try and get an audible. New running back there now in Keith Crawford here for the Cubs on first down. 4-man rush here for the Hornets. Wooten gets the snap, fakes the give into the screen, and gets the head across the 35, still on his feet, across the 25, into the 20, 15-10, and he's forced out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Just a lot of arm tackling here for the Hornets, and it's first and goal.
Yeah, that's, man alive. That was 3 missed tackles, 3 arm tackles, basically, and Wooten just takes it around the edge and just almost walks into the end zone.
That's 31 yards on that run there. Make it 30 for Rylan Wooten to bring up first down and goal for the Brenham Cubs. 10:48 to go on the game clock here in this Curbs second quarter of play. as that will bring up first down and goal at the 7-yard line. Wooten lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 out to the left, 2 out to the right. He gets the snap, hands this one off. No play action fake. Looking to get rid of the ball here, still on his feet, but then he's smothered down. Jadarius Smith sacks him in the backfield at the 14-yard line, and that will bring up second and goal.
Yeah, nice play there by Jadarius Smith. I mean, he's the nose guard coming up the middle, and, man, Wooten was trying to get away, and he dropped him for a loss. Good play there by Jadarius Smith.
That will bring up second down and goal outside of the 10-yard line here for Brenham. Big-time play there. You need those kind of plays because now you can't allow 6. You would love to get 3.
Yep, you sure can't. You can't allow him to get into the end zone again.
Wooten lines up in the shotgun here. Motion man coming across is Stelter. He'll hand it off to him, running to the left side, trying to get away, but not getting very far. Good pursuit there by Cody Hager and Tyler Pomeroy to bring up a third down and pretty long.
Yep, nice play there by Cody Hager. Another sophomore drags him down for no gain. Good play there by the Hornets.
Third down and goal now at the 15-yard line. The Hornet band starting to get into this ball game. The 15-yard line. Rylan Wooten trying to make some magic happen here for Brenham. But the Hornets are going to try and push him back on third down and goal. 7 on the play clock as Wooten gets the snap, looking into the flat, but now the pressure's breaking down, fires to the end zone, dropped. Hit the hands of his receiver in Reed Robinson, but it falls to the turf, and that will bring up a fourth down for Huntsville.
Wow, what a route run by Reed Robinson. He runs a deep crossing route, and Wooten waits on it. Perfect timing so he can clear to the defender, hits him right in his hands, and he drops it. Big break for the Hornets.
So that will bring out the kicker here in Grant Mayfield to try this one at the 15-yard line.
Now we do have a win, Carlos, from right to left to right, pretty heavy.
Yes, it is. This is going to be a 32-yard try here for Grant Mayfield to make it 17-7 with 9:21 to go in this curved second quarter. The snap is good. The hold was bobbled for a minute. The kick by Mayfield will split the uprights. No, it hit the upright.
Oh.
It's no good.
Wow, what a break for the Hornets. It did. It hit the left upright. We talked about the wind being a problem, and it was right there for the Brenham.
It looked good from our angle up here in the visitors' press box, but the ball just started swinging to the right and hits off the upright, and the Hornets catch a break. A big drive for the Brenham Cubs results in no points, and now here's the offense for Huntsville with an opportunity to tie the ball game if they can make it happen.
Golden opportunity for the Hornets.
As they take over from their own 20-yard line, they now move left to right across your radio dial with 9:16 to go here in this second quarter of play. Giddens lines up in the shotgun here. His brother is running back in Brown. He'll just take the snap here and run it to the right side here. Found the hole across the 25 and down to about the 27, 28-yard line. A good healthy run there for Juwan Giddens to bring up second and short.
Yeah, nice run, but guess what? He got a great block by his little brother, Treshawn Brown, to spring him out and get a couple of extra yards. Nice play there by Juwan Giddens and his little brother, Treshawn Brown.
Second down and 3 officially here for the Hornets at the 27-yard line for Giddens as the ground game's starting to find its legs here. 8:45 to go in this Curves second quarter. Giddens gets the snap, a low one, hands it off here. Running ahead is Brown, but he's not going to get very far at all. Forward progress is going to give him moving back a yard. 1 yard to the 26-yard line to bring up third down and 4.
Yeah, Brown's trying to take the ball over the left side in the A-gap and nowhere to go.
That brings up third down for Huntsville. Got to find a way to not stall out here on this drive after getting a golden opportunity of a missed field goal off the upright to keep this game at 14-7 with 8:12 and counting on the game clock in the curved second quarter. Giddens out of the shotgun, gets the snap, keeps it himself. Probably should have handed it off to his brother as he'll get back to the 26-yard line, and will bring up fourth down and 4 for the Hornets.
Yep, just kind of a fake handoff over the right side, keeps it himself and tries to go up the middle and just absolutely nowhere to go. They have not had a whole lot of success running the ball up the middle so far tonight.
No, they have not.
They keep doing it.
And that will bring up fourth down and 4 at the 26-yard line here for the Huntsville Hornets. Deep in their own territory, so Giddens will drop back and look to punt this one away. This time the wind is at his back. Giddens, he's going to take off and try to run with it again. And he is going to get smothered at the 22-yard line. I don't know why he tries to keep running with it. And now that's going to give another short field of work here for the Brenham Cubs.
Oh, man, come on. You got to do better than this. I mean, now they're going to start this drive on the 23-yard line of Huntsville.
Folks, we're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
This is the KSAM Sports Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth with 7:28 to go in this curved second quarter. Alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. The Cubs have a short field of work here with 7:28 to go from their own from the Huntsville 23-yard line after another fake punt that did not go the way of the Hornets, as they're keeping this one here on the right side is Rylan Wooten across the 20 and down to near the 15-yard line. He is pushed back by Cole Schroeder, and forward progress gives him the 16-yard line or so. Thought for a moment the ball may have popped out, but it stays in the hands of Rylan Wooten to bring up second down.
Yeah, Wooten just takes the ball over the left side and picks up some pretty good yards on his first run from the line of scrimmage.
14-7 again, your score. Brenham on top here against Huntsville. Huntsville had an opportunity to try and go down the field and tie the ball game, but Brenham gets a golden opportunity here deep in their own territory for Huntsville. As he gets the snap to Wooten, he's looking to throw. Has a man open on the right side. It falls to the turf, incomplete. It was open for a moment was Deontay Martin. J-Bug in coverage, and that brings up third down.
Yeah, Martin just runs a little 8 to 10-yard curl route, and it was a bad throw by Wooten. Good break for the Hornets right there.
So third down and 4 now. Clock stops at 6:44 to go here in the second. Wooten, he'll line up here in the shotgun. One running back with him in Cartel Brown. 3 receivers at his disposal, and one man is the H-back, Stephen McWilliams. On third down and 4 here for Brenham. They'll hand it off to Brown. Has a lot of room. He's got a first down. Across the 15 and down near the 10-yard line. They mark him at 11. It's enough to move the stick. 6 yards.
Yep, nice little handoff over the left side. He goes between the guard and tackle, picks up the first down. The ball on the Hornet 11-yard line going in.
Well, the Hornets made a big play here just a little bit ago, right here in this almost goal-to-go situation, but it is going to be not a goal-to-go situation. The line to gain here for Brenham is the 1-yard line. They don't have to get in the end zone to get a first down. Williams, the H-back in motion. Brown sends Stelt in motion, fakes to give to him on misdirection, hands it off to Brown off the left side. And making the big tackle, Justin Angstad. That's how you make a tackle right there down to the 7-yard line.
Absolutely. Mike, linebacker number 15, Justin Angstad, drops that runner. That was not an arm tackle. That was a good, solid tackle there by Angstad.
4-yard gain there for Cartel Brown. Will bring up second down and 6 here for the Brenham Cubs. They move right to left now across your radio dial with 5:45 to go here in this second quarter of play. Rylan Wooten, he'll line up under center, in the shotgun formation. 1 offset, 3 receivers. Brown, the running back, who's having a good time tonight. Brown here possibly on an option play, trying to get the edges. Wooten spins around a couple of would-be tacklers. He's inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line. Looked to be J-Bug and company that made the stop of him, and that will bring up third down.
Big down here for the Hornets. Third down. If they can stop them here, Brenham most likely probably go for it, but if they can stop them here, at least it to make them think about doing a field goal. And again, with that wind blowing the way it is tonight, Carlos, man, those field goals may be hard to come by.
At least going down in that direction. Third down and 2. Lining up in the pistol here is Wooten. One running back gets the snap, hands it off straight ahead. Did he get in? Yes, he did.
Walked in.
Walked right in. Touchdown, Brenham on a short field of work. Ricky Brown runs it in, and they extend their lead back out to a 2-possession game. It's 20-7 pending the PAT.
Well, the Hornets, they've done this to themselves tonight. Those plays in the beginning and those 2 fake punts that came up short, turned the ball over on downs. I mean, that has cost them big so far tonight.
Grant Mayfield back to kick this PAT here for the Brenham Cubs. Snap is away. The hold is good, and Mayfield's kick through the uprights and is good. 21-7. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
For the most fun in Huntsville, come to the newest place in town, Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games. It's fun for all ages with the latest in arcade games like Connect 4 basketball, air hockey, whack and win, and many others. Get the best tasting brick oven pizza in town made fast, just how you like it, for one price. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games is Huntsville's only place like it, located at 2801 Sam Houston Avenue, next to TCS Flooring and Design. Open till 9 every day until 10 on Friday and Saturday. Come eat, play, and party with us today.
Live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Glad you're with us tonight here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. 21-7, Brenham on top of Huntsville here with 4:53 to go in this second quarter of play. Alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you for joining us here tonight. As Brenham will look to kick it back here to Huntsville. And remember, Huntsville had the ball to start the game, so they are going to give it to Brenham to start the second half, which is obviously in the situation you don't want to be in. But the Hornets will have an opportunity here on offense to possess it before the half, as this one is kicked away by Grant Mayfield into the wind, so it's going to allow a return here for Trayshawn Brown, running down the right sideline, across the 30, down to the 35-yard line, in the 40, cutting it back across the 50, and down to the 45-yard line. How about the freshman tonight? Down to the 45-yard line, and a good start for the Huntsville Hornets on this drive.
Great return by Trayshawn Brown. Takes it over the right side, picked up a block, almost got loose all the way down the sidelines. Great return, starting in Brenham's territory for the first time tonight.
Indeed, you're right. Big return there on the kickoff there by the freshman Trayshawn Brown. Man, this kid's a freshman, and you've got him for 3 more years.
Man, that kid can run lights out, can he?
A lot like his brother right there, who stands to the right of him and Jawan Giddens. That will bring up 1st down and 10 for the Hornets in Brenham territory at the 45-yard line. Giddens in the shotgun. He gets the snap here with 3 receivers. Running to the left side here. Cuts it up across the 43-yard line, maybe down to the 42-yard line. Gain of 3 to bring up 2nd down.
Yep, Jawan Giddens just kind of a quarterback keeper over the left side in between the guard and tackle. As Carlos just said, picks up 3. Man, it is vital. With 4:25 left in the first half, the Hornets put points on the board on this drive.
And if you're just joining us on our YouTube side of things, we're glad you're with us tonight as well over the FM airwaves back home in Huntsville on 101.7 KSAM. If you're on our YouTube stream, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching from down in the comments below. 2nd down and 7 here from the 42-yard line for Huntsville. Giddens in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 out to the right, 1 to the left. He gets the snap, hands it off to his brother Brown, running straight ahead, trying to push the pile here across the 40, and the pile still moving down to the 38-yard line and making a manageable 3rd down, and actually down to the 37, so a manageable 3rd down in about 2.
Yeah, this is critical. They convert this 3rd down right here. If it's not and it's 4th down, obviously I think Rodney Southern would go for it. But again, big opportunity for the Hornets to convert right here.
3:40 to go here in this curved second quarter. The Hornets trying to make something happen here. Now I'm getting my teams mixed up, Brian.
It was Thursday night, Friday. What night are we? Thursday night. There we go.
Thursday night high school football here in the Lone Star State. 3rd down and 2 from the 38-yard line. Giddens a low snap. He gets it straight ahead across to the 35. That's enough to move the sticks for Amokamoka Attorneys at Law. 1st down on the 3-yard keeper by the quarterback.
Yep, just straight up the middle. Picks up the 1st down. Nice job on Giddens' part, and a good job on the big guys up front to give him enough room to pick up that 1st down.
A lot of experience on that front line for the Hornets. Lots of seniors out there, but there's a couple of young ones out there as well. John Trey Barkin, he's a junior we've seen out there. Mason Black's another one as well, so it's going to be interesting to see the future of that offensive line going forward. 1st down and 10 from the Hornets at the 35-yard line. Giddens gets the snap, play fake. Nope, went to his brother Brown across the 31 near the 30-yard line. Another healthy gain for the freshman to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, great 2nd, 3rd effort by Trayshawn Brown over on the left side. It looked like Giddens put the ball in his stomach, rode it with him a little bit, let him have it, goes around the left side, nice little run.
2nd down and officially 7 here for Huntsville. Taking their time here, not trying to allow Brenham to possess the ball again, but when you're doing that, you've got to find a way to get into the end zone or come away with some sort of points on this drive. They have a good chance here from the 31-yard line. 2nd down and 7. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Giddens gets the snap straight ahead. Goes Giddens trying to find the hole across the 30. He's down to the 28-yard line. Goes Giddens, and that will bring up a 3rd down and about 4.
Well, you know what? Right now, Carlos, is the perfect opportunity to fake that run up the middle, pull the ball back, and throw it over the top, because they're bringing those guys in. When you talk about 8 men in the box, they're trying to stop that run. Perfect opportunity to throw the football.
We're going to step aside here on a Hornets time out and be back in a few moments after this message from University Heights Baptist Church.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Glad you're with us tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. Third down for the Hornets and officially 5 at the 29-yard line. A big opportunity possibly to go to the pass. We'll see if the run keeps going out of the shotgun. Giddens will keep it himself on the option. Straight ahead across the 25. Has the hole across the 10. Oh, he spun down at the 6-yard line. A good run there by Jawan Giddens. Good option play, 23 yards and a first down and goal.
Yep, that was a great play there. They faked the run. He pulls the ball. He takes it himself. Jawan Giddens up the middle, picks up the first down. Great opportunity for Hornets to put points on the board right before half.
First down and goal for Huntsville on a Mocha attorneys at law. First down to the 6-yard line. Chance for the Hornets to cash in before the break. With about a minute and a half to go, Giddens in the shotgun, 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He gets the snap, straight ahead handoff across the 5. Has the edge, and he's in! Touchdown! Jawan Giddens 6 yards out, and the Hornets are an extra point away from making this another one-possession ball game.
Yep, nice job there by the Hornets. I mean, they move the ball down the field. Jawan Giddens takes it over the right side, walks into the end zone. Great play by the Hornets to stay tight in this ball game.
And that will be an MRC Creekside touchdown for Jawan Giddens. And now the Elson Namaya's Collision Center extra point attempt here by Joseph Mejia. We've got a late guy coming in here. That's Shiloh Jones with that big club on his left hand. And now they'll get it going here. They had a lot of time on the play clock, so you didn't have to worry about it. Here's the extra point by Mejia. The kick is up by Mejia with the wind at his back, and it splits the uprights, and he's good. 2 for 2 tonight for Mejia. Makes it 21-14. We've got a ball game here tonight in Brenham, folks. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds and be back in a few moments here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman as we get ready for the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff from Joseph Mejia. The Hornets, did he miss the extra point there? Because they haven't put it up there on the board just yet. It looked like they signaled good on that, but either way, I guess we'll get a correction here in a moment. Here's the kick away here by Mejia. Booming kick will sail right into the end zone for a touchback. That wind at his back really helped elevate that ball. Brian, they may have missed the extra point.
Well, I thought I saw arms up, but apparently not. Oh, man.
Or maybe the scoreboard operator he might just be sleeping. I don't know. Either way, that will bring up. It's still a one-possession game for the Hornets. If they did indeed miss it, it looked good to me, just from the naked eye. Yep. So, all right, we'll get that correction for you, or no correction here in just a little bit. I'm going to call it an extra point. It's 21-14 Huntsville here with 1:25 left to go here in this Curves second quarter of play. Brenham will have a chance here to possess the ball. The defense has got to rear back here on this drive to not allow Brenham to get any sort of points before going into the locker room as Wooten gets the snap out of the shotgun. Pursuit from Zach Moss and company as he rolls to his right does Wooten. Throws this one up, caught across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Making the catch there, Deontay Martin. Isaiah Collins was the one back in coverage.
Yeah, nice play. Nice catch there by Martin over the right side. Threw the ball right over the top of Isaiah Collins' hands into the Brenham receiver's arms. Big play. First down, Brenham.
First down indeed, Brenham, right into Huntsville territory at the 46-yard line. I'm trying to go back here and look here. Now the arms went up. It's good. So it's 21-14. I went back on our footage. So the Hornets have a 7-point deficit. Throwing this one into the flat is Wooten. Big ankle tackle there by J-Bug on number 13, Ian Stelter. It's only going to be a gain of 3 off of that catch there by Stelter on a second down coming up.
Yeah, man. Nasty hit there by J-Bug. Dropped him. Good tackle by the Hornets.
Inside a minute to go here on the game clock in the second quarter as Wooten quickly gets the snap here with a 3-man rush. Now the pocket collapsing. Oh, he falls down. They say he got it off in time. It's an incomplete pass, or did they not mark him down before the ball came out? I think the back judge just signaled saying he is down, and a timeout's going to be taken either way here by Brenham.
Well, that's going to cost Brenham 4 yards. So now it's 3rd and 14 for Brenham with 43 seconds
We're
left.
going to have the ball right on top of the Brenham logo, right there in midfield, the big B with the black circle around it. So, yeah, they had him down, did Rylan Wooten right at midfield. They'll bring up 3rd and long coming up here for the Brenham Cubs. Let's take a look again, folks, at more of our wonderful sponsors who have made this broadcast possible, Brian.
Absolutely. Hartfield Florist, personalizing your events since 1957, and this season of Huntsville Hornet football is presented by First National Bank, Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, serving generations of customers for over 130 years. And Moke & Moke Attorneys at Law for your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs. Call Moke & Moke Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971.
Again, your score, 21-14. Huntsville down by 7. Again, Brenham will have the ball to start the second quarter, or the second half of play. With 43 seconds left to go in this second quarter, Wooten on 3rd down and very long gets the snap. They send an all-out blitz, and in the caught there in the flat at the 45-yard line, still going inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line or so. Did they give him the first down? No, they have him just short on a 4th down. And we've got a couple of players that are slow to get up here for Huntsville. That's Kadarian Easley that is slow to get up, and the training staff will go out and check on him.
Yeah, he is on his stomach and not moving.
Now starting to show some signs here as he'll now roll over onto his back, and hopefully Kadarian Easley is all right. I've had a good chance to chat with him throughout the season. Great young man right there. Hopefully it is nothing too serious with 29.6 on that clock, because that's the way their clock counts down here in Brenham at Cub Stadium. It's a 13-yard gain for Keith Crawford on what will become a 4th down and 1. While they continue to look at Easley, we'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back here in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal on real inventory? And during the month of October, the savings are so good, it's scary. Get a 2023 Hyundai Sonata, several to choose from, and more arriving daily. Or 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe's in stock and ready to rock. Get 2023 Hyundai Tucsons. You want them, we got them. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Welcome back, folks. 29 seconds left to go here in this curved second quarter. Kadarian Easley got off the field under his own power, which is great to see, as he'll come off the field for probably the remainder of this quarter. Hornets down 21-14. It's 4th down and 1 here for Brenham. They have got to find a way to get something happen here. Now they got a lot of room in front of him. Claudio Alvarenga is the last one to get to him there at the 16-yard line. A big break run there for Ricky Brown, a gain of 21, and Claudio Alvarenga with a game, or the touchdown, saving tackle.
Yeah, great tackle by Alvarenga just to bring the runner down. He broke through the line. He was not touched by the linebackers, anything. Unfortunately, Alvarenga was there to bring him down.
And the clock stops at 22 seconds once again on another timeout that is going to be taken here by the Brenham Cubs. I believe they only have one remaining. They've got the ball at the 16-yard line here of Huntsville with a chance to try and get in and score before they go into the locker room to make it another 2-possession game. Brian, looking at this, the defense is starting to wear down a little bit as this game has gone on. They've spent most of the time out there on the field. What do they got to do here in these waning moments?
Well, they're going to have to keep them off the board. I mean, that's as simple as that. They got a great kicker who can kick the football, but they got to keep them out of the end zone, Carlos. That is, man, that would be just a hard thing to overcome in the second half.
You look at the defense out there, it's a lot of the numbers we're used to seeing out there as Kadarian Easley hops back out there as well. You see Zach Moss out there, who we've had on the show, Jadarius Smith, one of the senior leaders on that D-line. Justin Angstadt, one of the senior leaders out there as well, as Sakari Carew now checks back into the ballgame, waiting for him to make a big play tonight, as we've seen him make some big plays since being called up from JV. 1st down and 10 at the 16-yard line here for Brenham, moving some guys around. As Wooten gets the snap, he drops back, looking to throw. Good protection here across all mounds. Now rolling back to his left is Wooten, and now in hot pursuit is the Hornets. He's still on his feet is Wooten. Wooten trying to cut it back, and now the numbers game is just going to be too much for him. He did manage to get the ball off. It falls to the turf, incomplete. That took off about 14 seconds of game time, but give credit to Wooten. He extended the play big time, but the Hornets do force the incompletion.
Yeah, you got to give Wooten credit. I mean, it looked like he was going to be down a couple of different times, broke loose, ran around, got rid of the football. A great play there by Wooten.
So after all of that, that brings up a 2nd down and 10 here for Brenham. They're trying to get into the end zone here at the 16-yard line with 8 seconds left to go in this curved second quarter. An opportunity here for the Hornet defense to make a big stop here before going into the locker room, and then you get your opportunity to regroup and try to figure things out in a critical district ball game here in District 10, 5A Division II.
Yep, secondary needs to be ready.
8 seconds. Wooten gets the snap. He'll fake the give, looking to throw. Trying to get 3 in the pocket, looking toward the end zone, forced to just throw it to the turf, incomplete. And that will stop the clock at 2 seconds. That was Shiloh Jones in coverage there, trying to put the pressure on Wooten, and now Brenham will just try a field goal.
Yeah, great job by the secondary of the Hornets to stay on their man, so Wooten couldn't find any open receivers. But again, they kept them out of the end zone, bringing on their field goal kicker.
And that will bring out the kicker in Grant Mayfield with the wind in his face. This is going to be a 33-yard try. And the Hornets will burn one of their final timeout to try and ice the senior kicker. Not a bad call there, trying to maybe just make him think about it a little bit more. Again, that wind is blowing in the flags on top of the uprights. He's already missed a field goal from about this same distance, so the ball, the little doink off the right upright. So the Hornets trying to put the pressure on here on this field goal try, and then a 33-yard try from Grant Mayfield coming here in a few moments.
Yeah, you know what? Nice call, to call a timeout right before he steps up to kick, because, again, he's probably thinking about the last one that hit that upright. Make him think about it a little more, and hopefully the Hornets can catch a break.
He's 3 for 3 on extra points tonight is Mayfield, and the Hornets are trying to keep this a one-possession ball game before you head into the locker room as the defense and offenses head back out there. Again, a 33-yard try from the right hash. He has got to try and hook this into the wind that's blowing left to right is Mayfield. If he makes it, give him credit. Mayfield from the right hash, 33 yards with 2 seconds remaining here in the second. High snap, the snap is down, it's blocked! Alvarenga will pick it up on the loose ball. He'll try to run this one out a la Cole Schroeder, but he is not going to be allowed to get very far. But the Hornets with a massive block, and that ends the curved second quarter. Another big play by the special teams unit to make it only a one-possession game going into the locker room. Wow, Brian.
Great job by that Hornet defensive line. I'm not sure who got the hand on it, possibly J.T. Kroll. Somebody got a big old paw on that ball, knocked it down. Great play, Huntsville Hornets.
Send it down to the sideline with Luke. He's with head coach Rodney Southern. Luke, you got it.
Coach, you found a little bit of a spark there on offense with the freshman running back. How do you think he's doing tonight?
Well, he's done really well, and we thought he probably would, but weren't 100% sure. But I think he's run the ball well. We're still trying to work some things out O-line-wise with Micah going down, so hopefully we can get that fixed now.
Coach, a big stop there, being down 21-14, holding them to 21 points in the half. Defensively, Brenham's quarterback able to extend plays. How are we going to attack that in this next half?
Well, we gave them the ball too many times in the short, almost in the red zone. So we've got to get that fixed, number one, because if they have to drive the field, they haven't done that yet.
And the fake punts, is that just a decision thing for Giddens, or what is that?
That's what I call it. The second one, he thought he saw an opening, and we give him at times that flexibility.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Luke, and our other good friend Kendall Morris down on the sideline with us this evening. We're going to step aside and take a break. The Northside Baptist Church halftime report coming up next on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. Cubs lead 21-14.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas, having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
This is a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and it's designed to help make aches and pains a thing of the past. Because only Tempur-Pedic uses our one-of-a-kind, incredibly adaptive Tempur material to relieve pressure points and support your body in a way no other mattress can. Molecule by molecule and millimeter by millimeter. All night, every night. Save $300 on select mattresses and get interest-free financing for 5 years at Adams Furniture.
Proud supporter of Huntsville High School, Danny Doherty State Farm in Huntsville covers all your business, auto, home, life, and renter's insurance needs. Call or stop by the office and get a quote today. They will find the right policy to fit your needs. Call Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance at 936-295-2067. That's 936-295-2067. Or visit them at 2914 Montgomery Road in Huntsville.
The Color Bar Hair Salon and Tanning Salon are full supporters of our Huntsville Hornets. Just like our Hornets, we offer the best Huntsville has to offer. The Color Bar Hair Salon is a full-service salon and is ranked the #1 VIP Bellamy hair extension salon. From precision cuts to full treatments, we'll make sure you leave always wanting to come back. The Color Bar Tanning Salon offers a monthly membership that includes access to our mega beds with body-contoured acrylics and a relaxing hydro massage bed for only $59.99. The Color Bar Hair and Tanning Salon, where your experience matters.
Caught the Ford fever? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville for the best customer service and best deal on your new Ford. Now's a great time to check out our remaining 2022 Ford F-Series trucks and fuel-efficient Ford SUVs while they last. And if you don't see what you want on the lot, we'll help you build the 2023 truck of your dreams, and you'll still get a no-bull deal. Stop in today and see for yourself why so many folks buy at Bill Fick Ford, or check us out online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it has to be El Gordo Taqueria. You'll experience the absolute best real Mexican food. El Gordo Taqueria has plates. Also, check out their new deck. Dine in or carry out, now available. Delivery to you from DoorDash and Grubhub. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And now open Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For the absolute best authentic Mexican food in Huntsville, it's El Gordo Taqueria. Call us at 295-TACO. That's 295-8226. Try it once and you'll be hooked. El Gordo Taqueria.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger is an all-time favorite. It brings so many flavors together in harmony, you might wonder if it's greater than the sum of its parts. It's got 2 all-beef patties, both of which fantastic. Crispy bacon, love that. Grilled onions, melty cheese. I mean, who would say no? And sweet and spicy pepper sauce. Yes, please. I guess we're kind of partial to every part. The Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger from Whataburger, just like you like it. Order online to earn rewards.
TexPress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They are a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic offers a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South, near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Good evening, football fans. This is Jeff Dunn from Huntsville Church of Christ with tonight's Hornet Nation Test. If the Star-Spangled Banner, a silent prayer, and a whistle sounds like the beginning of a great Friday night to you, you might belong to Hornet Nation. At Huntsville Church of Christ, we strive to be a place to believe, a place to be loved. If that sounds like somewhere you need to be, come see us. You belong at HCOC.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westhill Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
I'm Billy Cawthon with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we understand every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music or smiles and laughter. Whatever memories you have, you can trust Walker County's premier funeral home to serve our friends and neighbors in their time of need. We are family owned and operated, and we are a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. Sting 'em, Hornets. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, 1700 Normal Park Drive in Huntsville.
Did you know you can burn calories on the way to the car rider line? Yep, you heard me. Lose weight on your way to pick up the kids. Curves is a targeted 30-minute workout designed specifically for you. Our custom hydraulic equipment is the way to get the strength training and cardio you've been missing out on. Lose weight, burn inches, and tone up in just 30 minutes. Call Curves 295-3900 or follow us on Facebook.
This is the Northside Baptist Church Hornets High School halftime report. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Colvin Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman as we welcome you to the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. 21-14, the Brenham Cubs lead your Huntsville Hornets as the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band performing for you down on the field as we'll bring you back here inside the booth. Brian, an up and down first half for the Hornets. Saw some of the highs, saw some of the lows, good highs at the end of that half. What did you like out of that?
Well, you know what? I think you called it just right, ups and downs, and that's what it was. Obviously, as the Hornets started out this ball game, man, they got themselves in a big bind, giving Brenham their starting possession in their territory. You can't afford to do that, but they got lucky because, again, the Cubs only have 21 points out of that first half. I think offensively, the Hornets kind of start finding their stride in the second quarter. Juwan Giddings and his brother Treshawn Brown, the freshman, having a heck of a first half. That kid is lights out fast. He gets the edge. Man, he's off to the races. Fun to watch.
Absolutely. It was a fun half to watch out of that young man. He has been solid tonight. The Hornets are going to continue to try and do that as we'll look through that first half. You talked about it. Those short fields for Brenham, that allowed them. That was just 2 scores right there. You take those short fields away and you give your defense to work, you might be up 14-7 at this point in the ballgame.
Well, that, and also think about those 2 punts that didn't work out for us. You know, Giddens tries to take the ball around the right side and turns the ball over on downs. It happened again. And with that all being said, there's still just 1 touchdown away. So, you know what? Hats off to them. They're hanging in there.
And remember, Brenham is going to have the ball to start the second half, so the Hornet defense is going to have to come out firing. Brian, looking at what they may be talking about in the locker room, what are you thinking?
Man, well, you know what? We were kind of talking about it as we walked in here back into the booth. They've got to tackle better. I've never in my life seen so much arm tackling, and Brenham is running right through that. The Hornets have to tackle better, and offensively, you know what? They've got to do better than 14 points. They've got to put points on the board if they're going to have a chance in this ballgame.
Let's talk about one phase of the game that's been really positive tonight. It's been the special teams.
Yes.
A blocked field goal, good kickoff return, of course, by the freshman Treshawn Brown. What have you liked out of that special teams unit? That's really, honestly, it's what's kept Huntsville in this ballgame.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about the kicking game. I think that right there for Huntsville tonight has been the bright spot. And that's really been kind of a weak spot for the Hornets, you know, off and on all year long. That has been really good for them tonight. And, again, the special teams making the good plays on kickoff coverage so they don't return the ball for a bunch of yards. I think that's been a pretty positive part of the game for the Hornets.
And if you're tuning in on our YouTube stream, we're glad you're with us tonight. Continue to send us your comments as we roll through. If you are just joining us, this is the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. You are enjoying the sounds in the background of the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band down on the field right now. We got about 17 and a half minutes or so. Again, I want to set the stage for you. A Brenham win tonight gives them a winner-take-all ball game against Lake Creek for the district titles next week. If Huntsville wins, you get a couple other games to go your way, a Montgomery loss and a Randall loss, and you clinch a spot in the postseason. And then in terms of your seeding, you need to beat Randall and have Lake Creek beat Brenham next week if you want the 2 seed and likely in a matchup against Port Neches Grove and Dayton in the bye district round. We're going to step aside and take a break. Coming up next, our good friend at HISD, Shannon Duncan, has a special halftime Hornets edition of the Hornets Nest. Coming up next on the Northside Baptist Church halftime report live from Brenham on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network powered by KSAM Sports.
Halftime is a time of rest and refueling, a time to reflect and get ready for what is coming. Friends, Sundays are a great halftime for your life. The last week is behind you, and Sunday is a fresh start to a new week. It's to be a day of rest, a day to recharge. We believe there's no better place to do this than Northside Baptist Church. I invite you to come see us soon. I believe you'll be recharged and replenished as we worship God together. Come to the cross. We'll show you the Savior. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Happy Friday Night Lights on a Thursday night, Hornet Nation fans. Thanks for tuning in and listening to the broadcast of tonight's Hornet football game here on KSAM Radio. Here's what's buzzing in Huntsville ISD. Tonight's game was moved up due to the possibility of inclement weather anticipated for tomorrow night. Our freshman and JV games were also rescheduled from tonight and are now set to be played on Hornet Field Saturday morning. Kickoff for the freshman team is set for 10 a.m., followed by kickoff for the junior varsity at 12 noon. Good luck to all of our Hornet teams. Let's sting 'em. Next Friday night, November the 4th, the Hornets will wrap up regular season play with their final home game at Bauer Stadium against Richmond Randall High School. You can purchase your tickets today at the HornetNation.org website and then make plans to come help us pack those stands to cheer on our boys. It will be the red, white, and blue game, so we encourage everyone to wear their red, white, and blue to the game to help show your Hornet pride. Huntsville Hornets will be wearing their Hornet logo with red, white, and blue stars and stripes when they take the field. With November the 11th set aside as a federal holiday to honor military veterans of all armed forces, we ask Hornet Nation to join us by taking a moment to reflect on their service, their patriotism, and willingness to serve and their sacrifice for the common good. We are honored to wear our flag logo in remembrance of our veterans who have served, and we wear it for those who are currently serving our country and for the first responders in our community, state, and nation, said Coach Rodney Southern. The athletic office will offer a specially designed t-shirt for a $5 donation to the first 100 students starting on October the 31st during all lunch periods. We have limited amounts of each size, small through 3XL. All money collected will be given back to our community to the local Hearts Veterans Museum of Texas. Remember, t-shirts will be available in the athletic office and commons only during lunch periods at the high school. Please come out next Friday night, November the 4th, in your red, white, and blue and help support our Hornets. Congratulations to our varsity Lady Hornet volleyball team. They celebrated the fight against cancer in their annual Peek Out game this week and beat Porter to claim second place in district. Please stay tuned to Hornet Nation news and social media posts for all the postseason game updates for our Lady Hornets. Way to sting 'em, ladies, and good luck in the playoffs. As we wrap up October as Bullying Prevention Month, we remind everyone that bullying can occur in person as well as online through cyberbullying, and we must stand against bullying of any kind. In our world today, everyone is dealing with something, so let's all just remember to be kind. This week, Huntsville ISD campuses have also been celebrating Red Ribbon Week, a designated week where we stress the importance of making wise and healthy choices, saying no to drugs, alcohol, and other unhealthy and harmful activities. Campuses have had a lot of fun this week with crazy dress-up days along with educational activities and lessons for students to be involved in that stress the Red Ribbon Week campaign. We invite you to join Huntsville ISD as we commit today and every single day to being kind and making wise and healthy choices to take care of ourselves and others, because that's the Hornet way. Huntsville ISD bond construction projects are underway all across the district. In addition to some initial expansion work on our elementary campuses to accommodate additional grades, significant work has been done at Mance Park Middle School campus and Huntsville High School campus, with more to come. Our Huntsville ISD sports projects are so impressive, with great progress being made on our football stadium and baseball softball fields. And soon the new Performing Arts Center will break ground at Huntsville High School. They're already moving the dirt around. If you haven't driven by to see the progress taking place, we encourage you to do so. It's so exciting that we still pinch ourselves frequently in great appreciation to all of our HISD 2021 bond supporters. Our Hornet champions deserve to have the very best facilities, and we are officially under construction making it happen thanks to your votes. We invite you to check out our social media posts and website for all the bond progress updates and information. And parents, please save the date. Our Thanksgiving holiday break is just a few weeks away. The entire district will be closed for Thanksgiving from Monday, November the 21st through Friday, November the 25th. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We are building champions. Everyone every day. We hope you enjoy listening to the rest of tonight's game here on KSAM. Good luck to our Hornets. Let's sting them.
Stop any of the guys coming off the field at halftime, and most would tell you they need the rest. There's been a lot of helmet clashing and pad slapping in the first half. They need to rest and recuperate for the second half. We all need rest from the bruises and hard knocks that life can sometimes deliver. I want to suggest you come out to Northside this Sunday. Take a break from the playing field of life. Rest, recuperate, clear your mind. Make a plan for the new week ahead. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth as the Northside Baptist Church halftime report continues. Alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Glad you're with us tonight from Brenham. The Cubs lead it 21-14 against your Hornets with about 10 minutes left to go here in halftime. Again, I want to give a special thank you to Shannon Duncan at Huntsville ISD for always providing us a halftime edition of Hornets Nest. Brian, as we bring you back here into the booth, just give me your thoughts on what they need to do in this second half. What are your keys to victory for the Hornets tonight? A massive win in district play could be on hand.
Well, we got a heck of a ball game on our hands right now. I mean, the Hornets are only down by a touchdown. I think defensively, we talked about it a little bit ago. They just got to tackle better. And I think, obviously, Coach Southern said it right before half, they can't give Brenham the ball in Hornet territory to start drives. You cannot do that. And then, again, those two fake punts that didn't work out, they turned them over on downs. I mean, you know what? You tried it. It didn't work. Play sound football, play good defense, and you see the Hornet offense light it up in that second quarter.
Of course, it's a different kind of looking offense that we have been used to seeing this season. Of course, Austin Taylor started with the ball as the field general to start the year. Great game against Lamar Consolidated not Lamar Consolidated, against Bryan, the Vikings. But then went down with an injury against Montgomery. A concussion at that knocked him out, and that led Jawan Giddens to slip in, and now he is the guy going through the rest of this. What are you going to be looking out of Jawan as a former quarterback in this second half?
Well, you know what? It's going to fall on his shoulders, okay? They haven't passed a whole lot in the first half, and I think Brenham is starting to stack the box with those 8 guys. So I think if they can open up the passing game a little bit, kind of keep their defense off balance, I think that would be a good thing for the Hornets.
And let's talk more about the freshmen. Wow, just absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Trayshawn Brown, and a heck of a ball game. Great kickoff return earlier on. When he gets the ball and he has room around the outside, he makes plays. Very fast young man, brother of Jawan Giddens at that. What are you going to be looking at him? It's a freshman that you're looking to here in this second half to possibly be one of your, if not your biggest playmaker.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of crazy. I can't remember when in the history of the Hornets, and I'm sure there has been, I just don't recall it, you have a freshman starting on varsity and he is your starting running back. And he is doing a great job. He's running like a veteran. He's patient when he gets the ball. He's trying to let the offensive lineman open up the holes for him so he can follow in. But if he gets around that edge, Carlos, as we saw in this first half, that dude is lights out fast, and he can take it to the house.
Again, Brenham's going to have the ball to start with the second half. Obviously plays a big advantage for the Cubs, and they have been able to march down the field well. But when they're put in those long drive situations, the Hornet defense has been able to step up when it's a long field, even if they get down inside the 20-yard line. 2 missed field goals, one of them blocked and one of them doinked off the upright. What does the defense need to do in this second half?
Well, you know what? In the beginning of the year, I was a little bit critical of our secondary, but here tonight, they have done a really good job. They are staying in their man-to-man coverages, and they are staying on those wideouts. Nobody has gotten behind them tonight, and it's made the quarterback, Wooten, he's had to extend plays and run around trying to find an open receiver, which allows the Hornet pursuit to catch up and make good plays. If they can continue that, I think it's going to be a great second half for the Hornets.
We're going to step aside and take one more break here on the Northside Baptist Church halftime report, and when we come back, we'll continue to break down what could happen in the second half and maybe even get a look across the landscape of Texas high school football. Coming up in a few moments here as the Northside Baptist Church halftime report continues after this on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? Years ago, Vicki and I were traveling to Colorado. A roadside vendor had a collection of wooden bears. They were presented as carved by a local artist. The lineup included bears of different sizes from 1 foot to 6 feet tall. I bought one that stood 2 feet. I had it in my home and in my office for years. One day it got knocked over and a piece broke off the bottom. My wooden bear, carved by a local artist, turned out to be made of plaster, and worse yet, it came from China. It was a fake, a fraud. Let me ask you something. If your Christian commitment was suddenly cracked open, Are you made with the blood of Jesus, or are you just a fraud? I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Back here on the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. About 5 minutes left to go before we get back to play here between the Brenham Cubs and the Huntsville Hornets. 21-14, the Cubs on top. Here we'll take a look at the Texas High School football scoreboard in the adjacent region to the Hornets in 5A Division II Region 3 District 9. Fort Bend Marshall, the dominant team this year, they are up 40-0 against Galena Park right now in the third quarter with about 6 minutes left to go. Fort Bend Marshall in cruise control right now to take District 9 and definitely going to be the 1 seed who will face the 4 seed out of District 10. Still to be determined on who that will be. Across the rest of District 9, Nederland will face Port Neches Grove tomorrow at Indian Stadium, 7 o'clock kick there. And the Dayton Broncos will face Fort Bend Willow Ridge at Mercer Stadium on Saturday at 6 p.m. So it'll be a little bit to see what's going to shake out on the adjacent district before the final week begins. And in the district here for Huntsville, both games that they are waiting on, got to wait till tomorrow to find out how those games play out. Rudder faces Randall at 7:30 p.m. and then Lamar Consolidated will face Montgomery down in Montgomery at Bear Stadium tomorrow night at 7:30. That's a look at the Texas High School football scoreboard, and that will wrap up the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. When we come back here in about 4 minutes, kickoff here in the second half. Cubs lead at 21-14. The Hornets looking to come back and make a big statement win before the final week of the regular season. We'll be back in a few moments here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Hornets Halftime Report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They are a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic offers a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South, near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
I'm Billy Cawthon with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we understand every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music or smiles and laughter. Whatever memories you have, you can trust Walker County's premier funeral home to serve our friends and neighbors in their time of need. We are family owned and operated, and we are a proud supporter of Huntsville athletics. Sting 'em, Hornets. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, 1700 Normal Park Drive in Huntsville.
Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner in Huntsville. Do you need a new vehicle with great gas mileage? Do you want to save some money and not pay over MSRP or have to purchase the dealer add-ons? You need to come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line. Not only do we not charge over MSRP, but if you qualify for supplier discounts, we'll honor that. Teachers, first responders, and anyone else that might qualify for supplier discounts. Ask our sales consultant to look into it and see if your company qualifies. So if you want a great deal on a General Motors vehicle, come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line.
Bank with confidence with the Hometown Bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger is an all-time favorite. It brings so many flavors together in harmony, you might wonder if it's greater than the sum of its parts. It's got 2 all-beef patties, both of which fantastic. Crispy bacon, love that. Grilled onions, melty cheese. I mean, who would say no? And sweet and spicy pepper sauce. Yes, please. I guess we're kind of partial to every part. The Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger from Whataburger, just like you like it. Order online to earn rewards.
Did you know you can burn calories on the way to the car rider line? Yep, you heard me. Lose weight on your way to pick up the kids. Curves is a targeted 30-minute workout designed specifically for you. Our custom hydraulic equipment is the way to get the strength training and cardio you've been missing out on. Lose weight, burn inches, and tone up in just 30 minutes. Call Curves 295-3900 or follow us on Facebook.
We all know that buying a vehicle is expensive, and that means you do what you can to maintain that vehicle. The same standard goes for your heating and cooling system. That is why at McGilberry Mechanical, we highly recommend a seasonal tune-up. A seasonal tune-up will save you money, prevent breakdowns, prolong equipment life, diagnose minor problems before they become major ones, and comply with manufacturer warranty requirements. Schedule a maintenance appointment for your heating and cooling system today. Maintenance is everything. Call McGilberry Mechanical at 936-291-2640.
Bank with confidence with the Hometown Bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
KSAM Hornet football is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. We've got about 30 seconds left here on halftime, but the Brenham band is still out there and performing, so we're going to be kind of stuck until they get off the field. So, Brian, real quick here, let's thank the rest of our wonderful sponsors who have made this broadcast possible, all great folks who've made this broadcast possible.
Yeah, no doubt. And, man, as Carlos just said, we can't do it without you. We appreciate all you sponsors. We want to thank Nelson Amaya's Collision Center, honest work and quality service, and Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust, Climate Tax Secure Storage, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure. MRC Creekside, a healthy living senior community, and Merski's Cafe, home of the world-famous Hootie Burger. Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty, bringing home Hornets, and this season of Huntsville Hornet football is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville, Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, and University Heights Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and the conversations we have. Hit Solutions, we bring you home. Huntsville Hornets Quarterback Club, feel the sting and Curves, free guided workouts at Curves, and Whataburger, just like you like it.
Oh, yes, you love the good stuff at Whataburger. Might be my regular stop, as it will be on the trip back to Huntsville this evening. While the band still plays, we're going to step aside and take a break for 2 minutes, and we'll be back here in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it has to be El Gordo Taqueria. You'll experience the absolute best real Mexican food. El Gordo Taqueria has plates. Also, check out their new deck. Dine in or carry out, now available. Delivery to you from DoorDash and Grubhub. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And now open Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For the absolute best authentic Mexican food in Huntsville, it's El Gordo Taqueria. Call us at 295-TACO. That's 295-8226. Try it once and you'll be hooked. El Gordo Taqueria.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westville Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
Hometown proud, Hornet strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
As the Huntsville Hornets return to the field, down by 7, 21-14 your score here as we get ready to start the Whataburger third quarter of play in a critical District 10 5A Division II ball game. Live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. We're glad you're with us. If you're tuning in on our YouTube stream, we're glad you're with us tonight. Our good buddy Jordan Smith, who filled in on the broadcast last week, tuning in from Conroe this evening. Jordan, I want to wish you and Kaylee a happy third anniversary.
Absolutely, Jordan.
Tonight.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you for tuning in. Jordan, Mark Wheeler tuning in as well as David Angstad, father of Justin Angstad, tuning in down there in the stands, listening down there. Thank you, David, for tuning in tonight as we get ready to get back to play here. Brian talked about it in the half. Hornets have got to come out firing on defense. Your final thoughts before we start the final 24 minutes of play?
They got to get a stop early in the second half. And then the Hornets somehow in the second half need to have a big play. Keep Brenham out of the end zone. Score more points, obviously. Let's take home a win.
So let's see what the defense is going to have here. Got to make a good play on special teams to start this ball game. It's going to be a big critical opportunity to start the second half, I should say. Here in the Whataburger third quarter, we are glad you are with us here tonight. We missed you guys last week. Again, I want to thank Luke, our guy on the sideline, helping us. And I'm actually going to send it to him real quick here on this kickoff because he just wants to talk. So, Luke, take it away.
Yeah, Carlos, you're talking about everyone tuning in. My dad in Japan right now, in Tokyo, so we're worldwide.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, we are worldwide. I was about to get to that. I remembered. Papa Scott, thank you for tuning in all the way from the land of the rising sun tonight. Japan. Wow. We are worldwide tonight as we get ready for the Climatex Secure Storage kickoff from Joseph Mejia. And we'll get back to play here. 24 minutes of Texas high school football ready to get back underway as the kick is away by Mejia. And will be taken at the 20-yard line here by Reed Robinson. And he is spun down at the 25-yard line. Cole Schroeder got to him first. Sakari Carew finished him off. And that is where Brenham will set up shop to start this Whataburger third quarter.
Well, the good thing is they're starting their first drive in the second half on their 25-yard line and not the Hornets' 25-yard line. So that is a big change and a big opportunity for this Hornet defense to get 4 now.
Joseph Mejia's kickoff ends up like a touchback as the Brenham Cubs, they move left to right across your radio dial in their home greens, the numbers in white. And Cubs written across the front in the big B on the side of that white helmet. First down and 10. Rylan Wooten, the senior quarterback, gets the snap. Motion guys across, and they are going to spun down. Cartel Brown deep into the backfield. Jadarius Smith and Kadarian easily make a good stop. No gain for second down.
Yep, trying to take the ball over the right side. As you just said, Jadarius Smith, nice tackle for no gain there. Big play there for the Hornet defense. That's how you want to start out the second half.
Second down and 10 coming up here for the Hornets. 11 and a half minutes to go in this Whataburger third quarter. 21-14, Brenham leads. Brenham with a win tonight will go to a winner-take-all matchup with Lake Creek next week to try and win District 10 5A Division II. If the Hornets get a win and a couple of games go their way, as we've said tonight, they could be clinching their way back to the postseason as he gets the snap. Does Wooten, option play, runs to the left side here. Slips one would-be tackler across the 30 and down near in the first down at the 34-yard line. He is short, but it's a manageable third down and 1 coming up for the Cubs.
Yep, nice little run. I mean, he is a fast little quarterback in his own right, and he can extend the play, and when he finds no receivers downfield, takes it himself, he picks up big yards as he did right there.
Some personnel switches here. Sakari Carew and Noah Cummings checking into the ball game. Noah Cummings checking in for one of his first snaps of the ball game this evening as they will move in tight. In the pistol is Wooten. He gets the snap, hands it off, and slips one tackler and has a lot of room is the big man. Across the 50, down to the 45-yard line, trying to gain the edge is Ricky Brown. Justin Angstadt spins him down at the 18-yard line or so, but a big run by the big running back, Ricky Brown, and that will be a big first down for Brenham.
Well, I tell you what, the Hornets had a goal line defense out there because they were 3rd and 1. Hands the ball off, bumps it outside, and arm tackling by the Hornets. He takes off down the field. Big play for Brenham.
Down inside the red zone at the 18-yard line. Gets the snap to Wooten, hands it off, going to the big boy once again. Noah Cummings spins him down for a short gain, along with Tyler Pomeroy and Cole Schroeder to bring up a second down and 9 after the 1-yard run by Reed Robinson. By Ricky Brown.
Yeah, nice little play by Noah Cummings, the sophomore defensive lineman, to bring him down. Great play there by the Hornets. Tighten up.
And now they'll switch out a lot of personnel here. Will Brenham, as will the Hornets. Cody Hager, who made his debut last week, had a sack against the juggernaut in Lake Creek. He'll check in on that defensive line and bring a 4-man rush here for Huntsville. And Brenham here with 13 on the play clock will set up a play on 2nd down and 9 inside the red zone at the 16-yard line. 9:40 to go on the game clock as Wooten drops back looking to throw over the middle. Has a guy open, but he airmailed him incomplete. Looking for his intended receiver, Keith Crawford. It's 3rd down and 9.
You know, the Hornets defense has played their best football in the red zone. And so far, so good here on this drive. Bringing up 3rd and 9. Big opportunity here. Try to force Brenham into another field goal.
4-man rush will set up here again for Huntsville. Rylan Wooten getting the play calls here from head coach Danny Youngs in his first season at the helm of the Brenham Cubs, and a great season at that 4-0 in district play so far, looking for 5-0, up by 7 with 21-14 score, 9:34 to go in this Whataburger third quarter. Wooten giving the play calls here. He's got 5 on the play clock. He's got to get this off quickly as the Hornets show blitz. Wooten gets the snap, and we have got a false start that is going to go against Brenham here as they could not get it off without movement. Really one of the first penalties of false starts we've seen tonight.
Well, you know what? Honestly, Carlos, we've seen a pretty clean ball game from both sides. Not a lot of flags. But a big break there for the Hornets on that false start.
So that'll move the ball back 5 yards with 9.5 minutes to go. 3rd down and 14 with at the 21-yard line here as they will now move the ball out of the red zone. Brenham, like you said, Brian, they've done a great job, has Huntsville, in this short field situations trying to force field goals as Wooten gets the snap. Hey, bring it all out blitz. It's a screen pass too high, but caught on a bobble, but not getting very far at all. Oh, they slips a couple of more would-be tacklers down at the 10-yard line. I think he is still short of the first down. My goodness, Keith Crawford, what a miraculous catch off of a tip on a pass that was really high from Rylan Wooten, but the offense will come off the field here, and it looks like will it be a field goal try? I saw a lot of personnel switches. I think they're going to bring in a tight formation here. No, they will go for the field goal at the 10-yard line, 27-yard try.
Wow, you know what? Give Brenham a lot of credit, though, on that play because it was, Carlos, it was a tip drill. He kept his eyes on the ball, and it came back down in his hands. And just great effort, great concentration.
The Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band saying block that kick. 27-yard try here by Grant Mayfield. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick by Mayfield is good. It splits the uprights after 2 misses by Mayfield. Now to give him some confidence. And that will make it 24-14. The Hornets dodge a bullet. Only 3 points here for Brenham as we'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Good evening, football fans. This is Jeff Dunn from Huntsville Church of Christ with tonight's Hornet Nation Test. If a Star-Spangled Banner, a silent prayer, and a whistle sounds like the beginning of a great Friday night to you, you might belong to Hornet Nation. At Huntsville Church of Christ, we strive to be a place to believe, a place to be loved. If that sounds like somewhere you need to be, come see us. You belong at HCOC.
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. I'm going to go over and bring in our third member of our broadcast team in Luke Scott. I'm trying to find him down there. I can't find him. But either way, I'm going to go to him here. Hey, Luke, they only came away with 3 points there. Is that a win for the Hornets?
Hey, Carlos, yeah. Well, a big run there, and they held them and kept them to a field goal. So as good as we can get.
True words have never been spoken as we have a 10-point lead here for Brenham. Ball will go back to the Hornets here for their first attempt on offense as that will sail into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Man, that band is just rocking.
They are rocking, aren't they?
They're having a good time out here. Great performance from them at halftime as well. Here comes the Hornet offense. They'll start at their own 25-yard line. They move right to left across your radio dial here in the third quarter of play. And here's Juwan Giddens and his young brother, Trayshawn Brown. A good tandem that we have gotten to see here in this ball game. Let's see what they've got cooked up on their very first drive of the second half, down by 10. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Giddens in the shotgun. 3 receivers. 1 back with him is Brown. He'll keep it himself running straight ahead across the 25, and the pile will push him down to the 29-yard line. A modest gain of 4 for second down.
Nice little quarterback draw up the middle by Juwan Giddens. Again, they are working that middle part of the field and working that run game pretty hard. I'm wondering if they're going to try to open up any of the passing game as this game progresses.
We didn't see a whole lot of passes in that second quarter of play. It was a lot of run, and it worked for Huntsville. You got to see what they got cooked up here on second down and 6. 8:07 to go on the game clock here in the third quarter. They'll hand it off to the young freshman Brown with a good speed across the 30. Slips a would-be tackler across the 40, cuts it back at the 50, and dives forward across midfield into Brenham territory. How about a night for the young freshman Trayshawn Brown as that will move the sticks on a Mocha attorneys at law first down.
Great run around the left side by the young freshman Trayshawn Brown. Gets a great block, picks up the first down, moves the ball into Brenham territory. Great run, Trayshawn Brown.
And he had 4 Cubs in pursuit of him, and just the acceleration allowed it.
Yeah, a beautiful cutback.
At the 47-yard line in Brenham territory, Giddens in the gun, gets the snap. He'll go straight ahead to his young brother Brown. Gets popped at the 40, but keeps on trucking to the 38-yard line, a gain of 9. They say forward progress stopped him at the 39, bring up second down and a very manageable 2.
Yep, just a straight handoff up the middle for Brown. Good blocking up front by the big guys. Makes it 2nd and 2. Hornets are on the move and pushing the ball.
Hornets without Micah Fisher in this ball game, so you see a different set of offensive linemen out there tonight. You see Chris Smith out there. as well as Mason Black. That will bring up 2nd down and 2 here. 7 minutes to go on the game clock in the third. As Giddens gets the snap, he's trying to run straight ahead. Forward progress will give him the 38-yard line, and he is spun down. It's only a gain of 1, and it'll bring up 3rd down and a short 1 for the Hornets.
Critical. Convert right here. You got to convert on this 3rd and 1 and keep on moving the ball down the field and punch it in. But this is a crucial down right here for the Hornets.
Got to find a way to maybe get something along the edge here. You only need a yard, and if you get along the edge, you let your playmakers make something happen. 3rd down and 1 from the Brenham 38-yard line. 4-down territory possibly for the Hornets as well, as Giddens will change up the play call here at the line of scrimmage and get the calls here from his offensive coordinator, Scott Schroeder. Had a chance to chat with him, as now Giddens will line up under center, and it'll just be a quick draw up the middle, and that is enough to move the sticks on another Mocha Moke attorneys at law 1st down. Good adjustment.
Yep, the old school quarterback draw. Under center, take the snap, go right behind him. Good play there by the Hornets, picking up the 1st down and moving the sticks.
Down to the 35-yard line. The Hornets 15 yards away from that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. Moving the ball very well down the field here against Brenham, down by 10 with 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Giddens will line up here with his running back with him, and Trayshawn Brown as he lines up in the gun. 2 receivers spread out to the right. That is Tatum to the far side with Pryor in the slot. Giddens gets the snap, running left side. Needs some good blockers across the 35, and the pile tackle pushes him to the 30-yard line. It's a modest gain of 5 to bring up 2nd down.
Yep, great play there by Jawan Giddens going around the left side. Picks up a nice block by his little brother, Trayshawn Brown, to pick up those 5 yards. That's what you want to do in your running game. Pick up 4 to 5 yards per carry, you're in good shape.
The clock continues to move here with a lot of running in this ball game. That 1st quarter we had just flew on by. 2nd quarter took a little bit longer, and this 3rd quarter chugging along here. 24-14, Brenham on top. 2nd down and 5. Hornets at the 30-yard line of Brenham. Giddens in the gun, gets the snap, runs it again to the left side, trying to get that 2nd level, gets popped, and the forward pile will move him to the 26-yard line. We'll bring up a manageable 3rd down and 1.
Yep, again, another quarterback keeper, but Jawan Giddens goes over the left side in the A gap, gets a good block, the yard shy of a 1st. Again, another 3rd down, critical. They convert right here.
And Ricky Brown was a bit ginger to get up on that play. He'll run off the field for this play. Checking in for him will be number 37, Tiavian Davis. As they switch out some personnel here with 4:40 to go. In this 3rd quarter, the Hornets down 10. Brown is the running back, 3 receivers. Giddens in the gun. Gets the snap, 4-man rush. He'll hand it off to his brother, trying to cut it back, but a good tackle there will mark him short of the line to gain, as he could not get to that 2nd level. It's a loss of about 2 on the play. And now what do you do here on 4th down and 3 with the wind in your face? I think you go for it.
You go for it right here. I mean, you've gone for 2 fake punts. I mean, why not go for it on 4th and 1, right? But I think that play right there, I think that just kind of shows Trayshawn Brown. I mean, he's a freshman, he's young, and you don't stop right there. You got to keep moving forward, and he found that out. So critical down right here.
12 on the play clock. Inside 4 minutes to go. 4th down and 2 for the Hornets. Critical 4th down here. They've got to convert. Giddens in the gun. He gets the snap. He'll run it straight ahead. Cuts it back a middle, and he's got a 1st down into the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. He's still going down to the 9-yard line, and it's 1st and goal for the Hornets.
Jawan Giddens running with a purpose, picks up the 1st down deep inside Brenham territory. Great play. Huntsville Hornet offense.
That's a Mocha Mocha attorneys at law 1st down to the 9-yard line for Huntsville in Brenham territory. A massive run there by Jawan Giddens, almost 20 yards, and that brings up 1st and goal. 2 receivers spread out to the left. 4-man rush here for the Brenham Cubs. One back with Giddens. Tatum out to the far side. He gets the snap, fakes to give to him, and that one was read beautifully there by Brenham, making that big tackle there. Big number 28, John Rigsby, the defensive end, for a loss of 2 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, you got to give credit to John Rigsby right there. He didn't go for the fake. He's kept his eyes on the quarterback. That's who had the ball. Made a great play.
Hornets will switch around some personnel here. Pryor will now line up on the right side in the slot. So they get the play calls here from offensive coordinator Scott Schroeder and head coach Rodney Southern, who we chatted with at halftime. Again, the lead is 10. Brenham on top, 24-14. The Hornets are threatening inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone at the 11. 2nd and goal. Giddens gets the snap. He'll run this one straight ahead. Sees the hole on the right side. Cuts it back. Trying to keep the legs chugging inside the 5. And down near the 3-yard line. That is right there where they mark him. And they only need 9 feet to get in for a touchdown.
Wow. Juwan Giddens again takes it himself. Quarterback draw over the right side in the A gap. Picks up some good yards. Great opportunity to punch it in right here.
3rd down and goal for the Hornets at the 3-yard line. Just need 9 feet, and you have made this a 1-possession game. Giddens in the shotgun. He gets the snap. Running straight ahead. He got tripped up by his running back there. It's 4th down. And here comes the kicking unit.
Oh, wow. Man, what a great drive all the way down the field. Getting it on the 3-yard line, and you got to bring out the field goal unit.
Well, the Hornets, either way, if they can put this in, this is going to be a 20-yard try for Joseph Mejia. And trying to make this a 1-possession game. It would make it 24-17. 20-yard try for Mejia right in the middle of the field. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick by Mejia splits the uprights and is good. So the field goal works for the Hornets, and they have cut the lead back to 7. The defense will get back to work when we come back in 30 seconds from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment, not just a job. This is a career with a purpose. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is hiring correctional officers now. Full and part-time positions available, no experience required, paid training, great health care and retirement, and opportunities for base pay increases with continued service in the first year. Apply now at tdcj.texas.gov/co. That's tdcj.texas.gov/co. Serve Texas with purpose.
Welcome back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. 24-17, the Hornets have made it a 1-possession ball game. Could not cash in for 6, but they have made this an interesting ball game. And now the defense is going to be called upon here once again to try and make some stops. The offense is doing all they can, but you got to have that defense to help you out. As Joseph Mejia's got the ball queued up here for the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff, and they will kick it into the wind here for Brenham. Good coverage on the last kickoff. Let's see what he's got here. This kick spiraling, and it will be fair caught at the 25-yard line by Reed Robinson. Works the same as a touchback, and that is where Brenham will take over. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is the KSAM Sports Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, 24-17, the Hornets down by 7 here against the Brenham Cubs in a critical District 10 ball game, the second to last ball game on the season for the Hornets. Minute 38 to go here in this Whataburger third quarter. If you're just joining us, as Wooten gets the snap, hand this one off, running to the right side, and can't make the tackle there across the 30 and down to the 32-yard line. The backup running back in Jalen Ward getting the snap for the first time tonight. It's up for a gain of about 6 or 7. That will bring up second down.
Yeah, Brenham takes the ball over the right side, and the Hornets had an opportunity to drop him behind the line of scrimmage, broke through that tackle, picks up a few yards. Hornet defense, and they need to tighten up.
No more of that arm tackling either. That is not helping the Hornets by any stretch of the imagination.
Awful.
Just got to wrap up, and he will go down. Second down and 3 with a minute left to go here in the third. Wooten gets the snap. He'll drop back, looking to throw. Has time in the pocket. Now he'll step up, running to the right side. He's got the first down across the 35 and across the 40. Goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, Wooten does a good job. Again, his O-line is giving him all day to throw the football. Can't find a receiver downfield. Takes it himself. Picks up the first down. Great job there by Wooten and Brenham Cubs.
Ball now at the Cubs 42-yard line for a first down with 55 seconds left to go. Brenham leads 24-17 here against your Hornets. If you're just tuning in on the YouTube stream, love to hear from you. Tune in on the comments below if you're just joining us. Wooten in the shotgun. Motion man is stealth. Fakes the give to hand. Hands this one off. Running straight ahead, and he's got another first down. Actually, they may mark him short. Nope, they give him the first down. Goes Jalen Ward into Hornet territory at the 48. Man, they got a couple of running backs out there that can run. We haven't seen Cartel Brown on this drive. Not sure why we haven't seen him, but the backup running back doing good work.
Yep, just straight up the middle again. There's no tackling up front by the Hornets, and they're picking up 10 yards a carry. They've got to do some tackling by those big guys.
You got a young defensive line out there right now. 2 sophomores on the edges there of Zach Moss and Cody Hager. As he gets the snap, does Wooten hands this one off to Ward, running left side, and he is not going to get very far at all. Going way backwards there goes Ward. Big loss on the play. Who finished him off? It's Shiloh Jones.
Shiloh Jones, big play by that young man. Big loss for Brenham and a great opportunity for the Hornets here.
And that will actually run the clock down in the waning moments of the third quarter, and we will go to the fourth and final quarter of play, brought to you by Mirsky's Cafe. A second down and long coming up for Brenham at the 46-yard line as the teams will switch sides. One more quarter to go in a slobber-knocker of a ball game here tonight from Bluebell Country. We'll be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Hi, I'm Audrey Dimel, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and we are in the business of helping you take care of yours. If you didn't know, in addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts for commercial members. We are devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members as well as our business members. Find out how easy it is to handle your business account needs with Walker County Federal Credit Union, member MCUA.
For the most fun in Huntsville, come to the newest place in town, Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games. It's fun for all ages with the latest in arcade games like Connect 4 basketball, air hockey, whack and win, and many others. Get the best tasting brick oven pizza in town made fast, just how you like it for one price. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games is Huntsville's only place like it, located at 2801 Sam Houston Avenue next to TCS Flooring and Design. Open till 9 every day until 10 on Friday and Saturday. Come eat, play, and party with us today. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games.
KSAM, your home for Hornets football, presented by First National Bank of Huntsville.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Overthrown pass there by Rylan Wooten over the middle of the field. No Hornet was in the area to start this fourth quarter of play, brought to you by Mirsky's Cafe. It's going to bring up a third down and long for the Brenham Cubs, Brian.
Yep, Wooten drops back, and he's got plenty of time to throw, and he throws it over the middle, and there was nobody there. Not sure who his intended target was, but again, a third down and 15 for the Brenham Cubs, 16 rather. Big break for the Hornets. They've got to stop them here, Carlos.
Hornets show blitz with Pomeroy off the right side as Wooten gets the snap. Here comes Pomeroy up the middle. Tyler Pomeroy! Big sack! First Hartfield Flores sack of the night. How about the young kid making a big play? And they will have to punt.
Pomeroy comes through on the blitz, drops Wooten for another big loss. Fourth down and a long way to go. Big break there for the Huntsville Hornets.
That's a Hartfield Flores sack right there, and doubles as a Frank Oliveras reel to a hard hit as Pomeroy laid the smack down there on Rylan Wooten, and is going to bring up a fourth down and 23, and back to punt this one away is Grant Mayfield. Biggest drive of the night for the defense, and back deep to receive this one is Matthew Tatum. This one's going to be punted into the wind, so Tatum's got to be mindful of how this punt gets away. Snap is good. Jones going in after it with the club. Mayfield punts this one. It'll take a Hornet bounce and be down at the 33-yard line. And here we go with 10:59 left to go in the fourth quarter of play. Here comes Jawan Gittens down by 7, needing a touchdown and PAT to tie the game.
You know, their last drive, they moved the ball all the way down the field with a dose of running plays, and they get it all the way down to the 3, and they have to settle for a field goal. This time, Carlos, they need to punch it in and get those 6 points.
Indeed, you are right, my friend, as Giddens will line up here with his younger brother and Trayshawn Brown with him, who's had a heck of a night as a freshman, making his varsity debut. Giddens first down and 10 from the Brenham 34-yard, or the Hornet 34-yard line as he gets the snap. Rolling this one is Brown, trying to slip a would-be tackler, but he'll just get back to the current line of scrimmage. And that will bring up a second down and 10. Flag flies in late.
Well, there's going to be a face mask call, I believe. It looked like his whole head got turned around. Not sure that's the call, but I think that is going to be a big opportunity, or big break for the Hornets.
It's the refereeing crew talking things over here off to our left here, trying to talk this over. No motion yet of where this ball is going. The flag flew in very, very late. So we'll see what the call is here. There it is. Big break for the Hornets.
Yeah, man, we have not seen a lot of penalties tonight. That is a big one, and that is a big break for the Hornets.
That'll put the ball down to the Hornets' 49-yard line, needing 51 yards to go to get in for 6 to be 1 point away from tying this game. First down and 10 for the Hornets, knocking on the door of Cubs territory. Peyton Pryor, Savion Conte, they will line up to the left side. Brenham will show a 4-man rush here. shifting here on that D-line. Giddens in the shotgun. Tatum down to the close side of us. He'll hand this one off. Brown running straight ahead across the 50 and down to the 44-yard line into Brenham territory. A good, healthy gain of 6 yards for 2nd and 4.
Yeah, nice run over the left side by the freshman Trayshawn Brown. Gets a great block over there by the left guard, opening up a hole. Good run by the young freshman.
Hornets chewing up the clock as well, with the defense feeling it right now, trying to make some big plays happen. Pryor will now switch over to the right side here. He'll line up in the slot to the right of Giddens and Brown. Tatum, again, one-on-one down close to us. Conte out to the far side. 2nd down and 4. Giddens will keep it himself, running straight ahead, sees the hole, trying to push the pile. That's good for Moka. Turns it off, 1st down at the 40-yard line.
Juwan Giddens, quarterback draw up the middle, moves the chains, picks up the 1st down. The Hornet offense is rolling.
Man, my goodness, the Hornets, after a struggling start to this ball game, down 14-0 at one point, they have outscored Brenham 17-10 since, trying to make it 24-10 to try and tie the game. 1st down and 10 from the 40. In Brenham territory, Giddens in the gun. He gets the snap, runs this one to the right side, slips a would-be tackler. No, that's just a good tackle right there back at the 44-yard line. Cade Moore making one of his first plays of the night. It's a loss of 4 for the Hornets to bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah, nice job by Cade Moore, the junior linebacker for Brenham. Shoots the gap, brings Giddens down for a big loss. Woo.
And it's in these points where you do not want the drive to stall out, especially when you get into Brenham territory. You want to be able to keep that ball moving. And we haven't seen the pass much at all in this second half. That's why we're in the 4th quarter right now, and it's 9:24 in the evening. This game is still under 2 hours, and we've seen a couple of passes, but
not many.
Not many at all. A lot of them have fallen to the turf incomplete. 5 on the play clock here. Giddens is going to get this ball off quickly, or will the Hornets have to burn a timeout? Indeed, they will, as head coach Rodney Southern burns his first of 3 timeouts. We'll take it with a University Heights Baptist Church timeout and be back in 30 seconds here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC app. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
8:42 left to go in the 4th quarter of play, brought to you by Mirsky's Cafe, live from Brenham, Texas, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. 2nd down and 14 for the Hornets here from the Brenham 44-yard line. Giddens is going to drop back and look to throw. Fires up over the middle. He's got Tatum, but it's overthrown and incomplete. Looking for his senior receiver, a little bit too much on it. He had his defender beat. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
Matthew Tatum is running a deep post route, beats his man by about 3 steps. Juwan Giddens overthrows it by a couple of yards. Unfortunate. Man, he was wide open.
McCorrick Norman, he'll check in for the first time tonight, the young sophomore receiver, as they're going to leave him out there with 4 receivers. And a 3rd down and 14, you've got to try and maybe make a little short pass and let your playmakers work. Get them downfield. Even if you can't get the 1st down, try to get close and make it manageable 4th down. With 8:35 to go in the ballgame, Giddens gets the snap. He's going to drop back and look to throw. Pressure coming. Throws to Pryor in the flat, but it is not going to get very far at all. It's actually a loss of 1 on the play. And in this situation, in no man's land, the Hornets with about 8:22 left to go in this ballgame. You've got time to let your defense make another stop and then try to reset. But it's 4th down and 15.
Yeah, give Brenham a lot of credit on that. It was the Hornets were trying to set up a screen pass up the middle. They read it perfectly, dropped the receiver out for a loss.
Giddens will drop back here and look to punt this one away from his own territory. Short little pooch punt into the wind, and it will take, oh man, that did not take the bounce it needed to. It rolls into the end zone for a touchback. A good effort by Giddens, but the Brenham Cubs will take it out at the 25. And so let's see what your defense has here. Down by 7 with 7:52 left to go in the ball game.
Yep, I think the Hornet defense, Carlos, is going to get a heavy dose of the run game from Brenham. Try to chew up some of that time on the clock there with 7:52 left in the ball game.
In this quarter, brought to you by Mirsky's Cafe. 300 people tuning in on the YouTube stream. We are glad you are with us tonight in Brenham and Bluebell Country. And here comes the Brenham Cubs. with a 4-0 undefeated district record on the line tonight, leading by 7. And the Hornets will try to make something happen on defense. A turnover would be paramount. Rylan Wooten lines up in the shotgun, one back with him, and he'll hand it off there to the left side. And a host of Hornets in there on the stop of Jalen Ward, Shiloh Jones, Cody Hager, and company to make a big stop and bring up second down and about 8.
Yep, swarm of Hornets in on that. That was a really good play there by the Hornet defense. That gang tackling certainly works. Good job there by the Hornet defense.
7.5 minutes to go now here in this fourth quarter of play. The Hornets down by 7, 24-17. Brenham has led the entire way tonight. The Hornets will look to bring a pressure of 4 here. You see Jadarius Smith, Kadarian Easley. Julian Casanova has not seen the field tonight.
Glad to see Easley back out there. He came out earlier in the ball game. Looked like he had an injured shoulder, but I'm glad he's back out on the field.
3 on the play clock here for Brenham as Wooten gets the snap, dropping back, looking to throw, fires over the middle. Oh, nearly intercepted. Claudio Alvarenga had his hands all over it. The intended receiver was Keith Crawford. And we'll bring up third down, and we got a flag here in the backfield. Ooh, this might be against Brenham here. Oh. Well, turnaround is fair play. You had a personal foul penalty, a face mask in the last drive for the Hornets, and now a roughing the passer against the Hornets here. And a good advantage there for Brenham as that will wipe out. Instead of third down, it's first down at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, man, that is so unfortunate for the Hornet defense. Man, that roughing the passer call not only gives the Brenham Cubs a fresh set of downs, but it moves them up closer to midfield.
From the 37-yard line officially, Wooten will line up here in the shotgun. One back with him, 4 receivers. Hornets look to bring 4 as Wooten gets the snap. Looking to throw, stepping up in the pocket, and he falls down as he ran into one of his own linemen. Zach Moss tripped over him for a little bit. It's a loss on the play. I think you credit Zach Moss technically there with a sack. And that will bring up second down and long for Brenham.
Yeah, Wooten drops back to pass, looks downfield, tries to take it up the middle, trips over the turf monster. Good break for the Hornet defense.
It makes it a 3-yard loss officially. 6.5 minutes to go here tonight in Brenham. 2 receivers to either side here for Rylan Wooten, the senior, trying to will Brenham to a victory. A nail-biter here just southeast of the hill country as Wooten gets the snap. Good pressure here as there is a lot of action in the backfield. Wooten will just float this one up. He's got a guy wide open at the 45-yard line of the Hornets. He's tripped up at the 42-yard line. Making that catch there, Reed Robinson. They move into Hornet territory and another first down.
Well, again, give Brenham a lot of credit. Wooten's out there running around, extending the play, finds an open receiver all by himself downfield. Nice pass, nice catch. First down, Brenham Cubs.
6 minutes to go now. Getting down to crunch time here for the Hornet defense. Got hands on the hips. That's usually not a good sign. They've got to find a way to rear back here and hold Brenham out of any semblance of scoring. You've got to keep this a one-possession game. Wooten, he'll line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 down to the left. He'll hand this one off. Running this one is the big running back across the 40 down to the 39-yard line, Keith Crawford. It's only a gain of about 3 or so to bring up second down.
Yeah, good defense there by the Hornets. Tried to take the ball up the middle. They're doing a lot better tackling so far in this fourth quarter than earlier in the ball game. But time is not on the Hornets' side. They need a big play on defense right now.
Sakari Carew and Christian Hall checking into the ballgame. They are your 2 edge rushers here on second down and 7 from the Hornets' 39-yard line. Wooten gets the snap, play fake, throws, caught, first down at the 30-yard line, and he gets free, still spinning free, and then Sakari Carew finally polishes him off at the 20-yard line, making the catch, Reed Robinson, and that's good enough to move the sticks down to the red zone.
Yep, nice pass over on the left side. Coach Schroeder on the play, misses the tackle. They pick up a few more yards. They got to do a better job tackling. This has been awful tonight.
Down to the red zone, right at the 20-yard line. We're inside 5 minutes left to go in this ball game as the Hornets will switch out some more personnel here on first down and 10 for Brenham at the 20-yard line. You've got to find a way to push them further back, get something to go your way. 10 on the play clock. Wooten lines up in the pistol, 1 back with him, and he gets the snap. He hands it off to the big man, tries to cut it outside, but he is spun down at about the 16-yard line. Goes Ricky Brown to bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, just kind of a straight handoff to Brown. He bounces it over to the right side, picks up a couple of yards. Again, nice play. The Hornets do a really good job in the red zone defensively, and so far they're doing it right here.
Jacob Ruffin checks into the ball game for the first time tonight. As Wooten, he'll line up once again in the pistol with the big man, Ricky Brown, standing right behind him in a tight formation. The Hornets stack the box here as Wooten gets the snap. Has room around the right side, but Brown not going to get very far. Good tackling there by Tyler Pomeroy down to the 14. We'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Critical third down play here for the Hornets.
Biggest third down of the night for the Hornets right here on defense. They got to stop them here. Force them to try to kick this long field goal.
Into the wind. As Wooten, he'll line up here on 3rd down and 4. 3:45 to go. Time not on the side of the Hornets. Got to find a way, even if you could try and get back there and maybe even block the kick again to try and make something happen as they'll try to wind the clock down as far as they can. The Hornets have 2 timeouts remaining, but you want to hang on to them if you get another chance to possess the ball offensively. Another big man in the backfield, Ricky Brown, 3rd down and 4. Wooten hands it off to him, running to the right side, trying to push the pile down to the 10-yard line. Did they mark him short? Yes, they did. At the 11-yard line, 4th down and 1. Will head coach Rodney Southern burn one of his timeouts? Indeed, he will, and that will stop the clock. Should stop the clock at, should have been at 3:11, 3:12. And it will bring up 4th down and 1 for Brenham. And now this is going to be an interesting situation here. If you're Brenham and you get the 1st down, you could try and put this one on ice. Do you try the field goal to try and do it that way as well? It would be a 27-yard try from here into the wind.
Well, this is a big decision for their first-year head coach, right? You got 4th and 1. You run the ball and you turn the ball over on downs. You give the Hornets about 3 minutes with a timeout to go back down the field and score and tie. Or do you take that chance, kick it this side of the field, which was already missed field goal earlier tonight? I think they go for it, Carlos.
I think you go for it as well on 4th down and 1 at the 10. It'd be different if it was more of a 4th down and 6 or so. They're going to leave the offense out there, it looks like. Indeed, they will. So the Hornet defense has got to go to the well and make a big defensive stop.
Defensive line needs to get low, and they've got to get penetration on Brenham Cubs.
4th down and 1. Could be the ball game right here as they'll push the line here, and the line pull, and the pile pushes inside the 10-yard line down to the 8-yard line, and that is good for a Brenham 1st down.
Yep, they picked it up. He got in right behind the big guys. They pick up a 1st down. Not good for the Huntsville Hornets.
Rylan Wooten ran that one straight ahead down to the 8-yard line, and that will move the clock to 3 minutes. Huntsville down to 1 timeout remaining, and Brenham is just going to eat up of much of this clock that they can.
Yep.
And if you're the Hornets now, you're really going into all-out defense. Got to try and strip the ball away, try to make some sort of turnover happen if you want to have a sniff at a chance to try and tie the game. Wooten, he'll line up here in the pistol at the 8-yard line. 1st down and goal. 5 on the play clock, 2:37 to go. They hand it off, running and trying to kick it to the outside is Ricky Smith, but he is down to a knee. It's only a gain of 1 to bring up 2nd and goal. And head coach Rodney Southern will burn his last time out with 2:25 to go in the ball game. The Hornets, they're in trouble, but they've got to try and make something happen defensively to keep this as a 1-possession game. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach, University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
2:25 left to go in this ball game. The Cubs lead it of Brenham 24-17 against your Huntsville Hornets. The Cubs inside the 10-yard line trying to put this one on ice. They are at the 7-yard line. They've chewed up the clock all the way after taking the ball over with about 6.5 minutes left to go, getting 1st downs along the way. As Rylan Wooten, the senior quarterback, trying to keep Brenham undefeated in District 10. 5A Division II. Wooten gets the snap. He'll try to run this one out. He's got room along the edge, and he's going to ice this ball game as he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Rylan Wooten, and that might just about do it.
Yeah, I think that's going to pretty much do it in for the Hornets tonight. Great job by Wooten. He's done really well all night long. He's done probably the best job any quarterback I've seen all year extending plays. Give them credit. They've done a great job running the ball up and down the field. They've played a clean ball game. The Hornets is just, man, you know what? They've got to do just a better job tackling, and that's just simple fundamentals of football.
Grant Mayfield to kick the extra point here with 2:18 left to go in the ball game, up 30-17. PAT try here. They got the Hornets to jump off sides. The kick is good, by the way, 31-17. Obviously, this will be declined and enforced on the kickoff. It's 31-17 Brenham, and they are 2 minutes and 18 seconds or so away from improving to 5-0 in district play. Give them credit. They've played a heck of a ball game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And the key is it's going to bring it down to a winner-take-all for the district next week in Montgomery between Lake Creek and Brenham.
Yeah, well, you know, again, the Hornets had their opportunities tonight, you know, and then when they look at the film in the morning, it's going to be pretty glaring what transpired tonight. And again, not to be overly critical about the Hornets because, you know, I'm obviously an ex-Hornet footballer myself, but the tackling tonight, Carlos, is really –
it's not up to Hornet standard.
Not at all. And I'm not sure, you know, how you overcome that, but they got to do a better job.
Don't forget, folks, the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game report is coming up next. 2:18 left to go. The Hornets are out of timeouts, down by 14 as Brenham marched down the field and into the end zone to make this a two-possession game. If you want any opportunity, you've got to score quick and get the ball back on an onside kick as Mayfield will boot this into the wind. It's going to be a short return here. Cole Schroeder will fair catch it at the 28-yard line, and that is where Huntsville will come out with Jawan Giddens. And with 2:16 left to go, the run game is obviously not going to be paramount here. You are passing the rest of the way.
Yeah, we're going to see how good the passing game is tonight for the Hornets. We haven't seen a whole lot of passing tonight at all. I'm not sure they've had more than 5 attempts. I mean, so anyway, it looks like we're going to see some passing out of the Hornets here.
They officially mark it at the Hornets' 29-yard line with 2:16 left to go. And if you do get the passes to work, get out of bounds. Try to save as much time as you got. Giddens will line up here in the shotgun. Down by 14. He'll roll to his right, looking to throw. Has good protection. Now breaking down. Fires up over the middle, and it's over his receiver's hands. Incomplete. Looking for Savion Conte. A little bit too much sauce on that. It's second down.
Yeah, Jawan Giddens rolling to his right and looking for Conte there, and just throws a bullet over his head.
Clock stops at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Again, the Cubs leading 31-17. On the verge of improving to 5-0 in district play. The Hornets in danger as they will fall if things stand where they are at 2-3 in district play. Second down and 10 from the 29. Play clock down to 5. Giddens lines up in the gun. 3 receivers. Giddens gets the snap, drops back. Fakes the give on the screen. Now has Peyton Pryor up in the middle over on a seam route, and that falls to the turf incomplete. Flag flies in, and that will be pass interference here against Brenham as Pryor got upended there going for the ball.
Yeah, you know, Pryor's running a deep post route. He's in double coverage, and, yeah, he got drilled before the ball was even close. Obvious penalty flag. Give the Hornets a first down on that play.
That will bring up a first down and 10 from about the 44. Trying to do quick math here. At the 44-yard line as the refereeing crew still converging here and talking this over.
I think it was pretty obvious. You don't need a half-hour meeting for that.
Nah. Here's the call. There it is. Spot penalty because it happened right at where it needed to go at the 44-yard line. Full 15 yards, and the Hornets will have it near Brenham territory. Trying to move in. Again, they're out of timeouts, down by 14. Needing a miracle tonight here in Brenham to try and get back into this ball game. Even if you do get in the end zone, you've got to convert an onside kick to make it happen with not having any timeouts. First down and 10 from the 44 in Hornet territory. Giddens gets the snap, drops back, throws into the flat to his brother in Brown. Across the 45, down to the 46-yard line. It's only a gain of 2. Got to quickly get up here to try and come up with a second down play.
Yep, Trayshawn Brown in the flats, hits him perfectly in stride, picks up a couple of yards, and they've got to go vertical instead of horizontal. Throw the ball downfield.
It's a gain of officially 3 to bring up second down and 7 with 1:40 left to go here in the ball game. Giddens gets the play call here, stacks receivers here to the right side. One out to the left is Tatum. Giddens taking his time here with 90 seconds left to go. He'll clap, get the snap. Fakes the give here on a designed run here to Brown. He's got a lot of real estate in front of him across the 50, trying to get more vertical, stiff arms a guy, and he gets out of bounds at the 43-yard line or so goes the young freshman who's had a heck of a ball game tonight, and Trayshawn Brown. It stops the clock at a minute 22 left to go in the game.
Yep. You know what, though? The Hornets have done this in the past this year. One of the ball games, they scored late in the game and converted the onside kick. Maybe lightning can strike twice, and that can happen for the Hornets here.
That was Joseph Mejia against Clear Springs, a little Pat McAfee onside kick against Clear Springs earlier on in non-district play. First down and 10 for the Hornets on a Mocha turning set law first down. Giddens rolling to his right, fires, and he is caught by Matthew Tatum at the Peyton Pryor at the 30-yard line. Clock will stop until the ball is placed. A good catch there by Pryor.
Yep, nice catch by Pryor. Good route. Get the ball snapped.
Giddens and company, they have got to get this ball off quicker. They're just taking their time to get this play call in.
Man.
With a minute 5 left to go in the ball game. Now you're in the area of where you got to go for the end zone if you're Giddens. With 1 minute to go, he gets the snap. Fires this one up, looking for Savion Conte, and it falls to the turf incomplete as Conte got around his two defenders, but the ball was a little bit too overthrown.
Well, I thought he was going to run underneath it. I thought it was a good pass by Giddens. He lofted it up so he could run under it. Just a little too far out in front.
Stops the clock at 55 seconds left to go in this ball game in the Murskies Cafe fourth quarter. Now the Hornets with the clock stopped have a chance to draw up a play here on second down and 10 following the incompletion to Conte. Pryor now moves to the right side. Tatum is alone out there one-on-one on the left side. Giddens will have one running back with him in his brother Trayshawn Brown. Giddens gets the snap out of the gun, rolling to his right once again, looking to throw. Fires it up towards Conte. It's picked off. Looking for Ivan Salazar. That is the guy that picked it off, and he is running it back here at the 25. This ball game is over, and Salazar trying to put an exclamation point. We got flags flying in from every which way, and that will do it tonight for Huntsville.
Yep. Airmailed the ball, intercepted, and returned back about 35 yards. And it's going to be a Brenham Cubs win tonight.
Flags are likely going to be the blocks in the back here on that return there by Ivan Salazar to ice this ball game. The Cubs are going to win it 31-17. A good effort by the Hornets to try and make this a ball game in the waning moments of this, but it is just not going to come to fruition tonight.
No, it's not. And they're going to look back and they're going to see, again, the poor tackling and some of the,
During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 78 for Brenham. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Be first and 10, Brenham.
And they'll just take a knee, and we'll call it a night here in Brenham. The Hornets are going to drop to 2-3, and now are going to need some help. Now they definitely need the help from Lamar Consolidated against Montgomery and Rudder against Randall tomorrow night. So we'll be scoreboard watching tomorrow. And then the Hornets got to take care of their business against Randall to get into the postseason. There's the snap by Rylan Wooten, who had a very good ball game tonight for Brenham, and the clock will wind down to 000. And we are done here tonight in Brenham. Don't go away, folks. The AB Squared Self-Storage Facility postgame report is coming up next. Cubs win it tonight, 31-17 against your Huntsville Hornets. We'll be back here in a few moments on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas, having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Merski's Cafe in New Waverly is open for breakfast at 7:30 on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Get a great start to your day. Chicken fried steaks, chicken fried chicken, and hamburger steaks. Or go lighter with salads. Go for Taco Tuesday and Fish Fridays. Lunch starts at 11. Private dining room or catering available. Dine in, curbside pickup, or to-go orders. 936-439-5039. Merski's Cafe in New Waverly, 315 FM 1375. Check them out on Facebook. Home of the world-famous Hootie Burger and proud supporters of the Hornets and Bulldogs. Proud supporter of Huntsville High School, Danny Doherty State Farm in Huntsville covers all your business, auto, home, life, and renter's insurance needs. Call or stop by the office and get a quote today. They will find the right policy to fit your needs. Call Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance at 936-295-2067. That's 936-295-2067. Or visit them at 2914 Montgomery Road in Huntsville.
Caught the Ford fever? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville for the best customer service and best deal on your new Ford. Now's a great time to check out our remaining 2022 Ford F-Series trucks and fuel-efficient Ford SUVs while they last. And if you don't see what you want on the lot, we'll help you build the 2023 truck of your dreams, and you'll still get a no-bull deal. Stop in today and see for yourself why so many folks buy at Bill Fick Ford, or check us out online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
The Color Bar Hair Salon and Tanning Salon are full supporters of our Huntsville Hornets. Just like our Hornets, we offer the best Huntsville has to offer. The Color Bar Hair Salon is a full-service salon and is ranked the #1 VIP Bellamy hair extension salon. From precision cuts to full treatments, we'll make sure you leave always wanting to come back. The Color Bar Tanning Salon offers a monthly membership that includes access to our mega beds with body contoured acrylics and a relaxing hydro massage bed for only $59.99. The Color Bar Hair and Tanning Salon, where your experience matters.
This is a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and it's designed to help make aches and pains a thing of the past. Because only Tempur-Pedic uses our one-of-a-kind, incredibly adaptive Tempur material to relieve pressure points and support your body in a way no other mattress can. Molecule by molecule and millimeter by millimeter, all night, every night. Save $300 on select mattresses and get interest-free financing for 5 years at Adams Furniture.
The Huntsville Hornets postgame show is brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage. With the game recap, here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility postgame report. I'm going to send it to the sidelines with Luke Scott. He's standing by with head coach Rodney Southern.
Thank you, Coach. 31-17 loss, Coach. Missed tackling hasn't really been a major issue this year, but tonight really showed up. What happened there in that second half?
Well, we gave up one big play, and they only scored 10 points, but we didn't score enough. And that quarterback's a lot better than people give him credit for. He's done a good job all year for them, and he made more plays, especially in the second half, than we did.
Coach, going into against Randall next week, what can you take from this game and translate to next week and push for the playoffs?
Well, I mean, obviously there's a lot of bright spots tonight. Trayshawn, our freshman running back, and we had been trying to decide exactly when we wanted to do that to bring him up. And obviously he showed tonight that he can play at this level. I thought our O-line did a good job for the most part again tonight. We just didn't make enough plays, and they made enough, especially in the first half, to end up with a victory.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Carlos.
Thank you very much, Luke and Kendall, down on the sidelines for us this evening as we welcome you back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. A tough one tonight for the Hornets, and now it comes down to the final week of the regular season to try and get your way into the postseason, albeit with not a favorable matchup as the 2 seed is now out of the question. But let's just talk about this ball game tonight as I welcome you back in. Carlos Zimmerman here with Brian Adams. Brian, just a tough one to swallow tonight for the Hornets. Their opportunities were there. They just slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, they did have their opportunities, and, Coach Southern's right. And, that quarterback, Wooten, for Brenham, he's a heck of a quarterback. I've never seen one this year extend plays like he did. So they get, give them credit. They did a great job. But, the Hornets, man, it was an up and down game for them. I thought they had some really poor tackling, but you can't give your opponent 2 opening drives deep in your own territory. You just can't do that. And that puts points on the boards immediately. You dig a hole, and you got such a young Hornet team, it is so tough to dig out of that.
Folks, we'll step aside and take a break, and when we come back, we will have your players of the ball game here from the offensive and the defensive side, so stick around, folks, here. The AB Squared Self-Storage Facility postgame report continues after this on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports, here on the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility postgame report alongside Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Now's the time to take a look at your players of the ball game here tonight, and we'll look at the offensive side of the ball first. Let's give a call to the freshman.
No doubt.
Trayshawn Brown.
Wow.
Breakout game. And I apologize, I didn't even have his name at the beginning of this broadcast because we just had, I think it was a very late move by the Hornets. Brother of Jawan Giddens. Heck of a ball game.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the kid, you're talking about a freshman, and that's almost unheard of at the varsity level, and then have him as your starting running back. But he deserves the player of the game on offense. I mean, the dude is lights out fast. He cuts the edge, and, man, he can just take it to the house. Yeah, great job by the young freshman.
And then flip over to the defensive side of the ball. Tyler Pomeroy had a great night, a big sack that helped the Hornets in their momentum push to try and get back into this ball game. Give a call to that young man.
Yeah, no, Pomeroy did a great job tonight. I heard you call his name 4 or 5 times, and he did. He had a big sack back there to drop him for a huge loss. You know, Tyler Pomeroy gets it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Trayshawn Brown and Tyler Pomeroy, a freshman on the offense, a senior on the defense.
Amazing.
So the future is very bright for the Hornets.
Absolutely,
and great leadership on the defensive side of the ball as well. We're going to step aside and take one more break, folks, as we got to get on out of here from Brenham. We got an hour and a half drive back to Huntsville. When we come back, we'll set the stage for you as the Hornets will face Randall next week. So stick around. We'll be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Final segment here on the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility postgame report alongside Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. We'll set the stage for you now for the ball game next week. Back home in Huntsville at Bauer Stadium, the Richmond Randall Lions will face your Huntsville Hornets, and now it is a must-win. It is a win or don't make the playoffs situation for the Hornets. There is a weird scenario where if they do lose and a couple other games go their way, it could come down to tiebreakers and coin flips, but obviously you don't want it to go down to the game of chance. You want to go in there against Randall, take care of your business, and march your way into the postseason while still needing some help from other ball games. What are you expecting out of that ball game, Brian?
Well, you just said it's a must-win, you know, and you don't want to try to rely on the scenario you just talked about, coin tosses and certain teams winning. No, you don't want to do that. You want to win a ball game and have a legitimate chance outright. So the Hornets, they got to come back and play Hornet football next week.
No, you're absolutely right. Again, the Hornets fall tonight. Brenham wins 31-17, and that sets a stage for them. A winner-take-all for the district title between Brenham and Lake Creek, which we'll have our eye on next week as the Hornets battle the Randall Lions. Want to thank all of our wonderful folks that made this broadcast possible. Of course, all of our wonderful sponsors. So many of you guys make this broadcast possible.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Our crew here tonight with us, Christian Cortez running the camera for us this evening. Luke Scott down on the sidelines. Kendall Morris helping him down there as well. And to our guy back at the radio station tonight at the flagship, Colin Neal. Thank you, Colin, for all that you do to make this broadcast possible. And, of course, to our operations manager, Brian Reeder, and general manager, Tim Johnson, as well. Again, don't forget to tune in next week. We'll be back at home. The Hornets are undefeated at home this year, so hopefully that will bode well for Huntsville, outside of the Lake Creek ball game, excuse me. But they have been very well at home this year in the confines of Bauer Stadium. 7 p.m. pregame of the Advantage Specialties, countdown to kickoff, 7:30 kickoff in the season finale against the Randall Lions next week from home. That'll do it for us here tonight. Thanks to you again for watching, whether it was on the FM airwaves or on the YouTube stream. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight with us. We've got to get back on the road. So for Brian Adams and the entire KSAM Sports crew, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Good night. Have a great rest of your Thursday afternoon and evening. Don't forget to join us for Bearcat football coming up on Saturday. We'll be in Tarleton. And as always, friends, have a pleasant tomorrow. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, sting 'em, Hornets. Good night, and God bless from Brenham.
This has been the AB Squared Self-Storage Hornets postgame show with Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams on KSAM.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal on real inventory? And during the month of October, the savings are so good, it's scary. Get a 2023 Hyundai Sonata, several to choose from, and more arriving daily. Or a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe's in stock and ready to rock. Get 2023 Hyundai Tucsons. You want them, we got them. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hi, I'm Karen Denman with Walker County Federal Credit Union, and it's the time for Texans to enjoy the great outdoors. If you're in the market for a new or used RV or ATV, call or come by Walker County Federal Credit Union and find out how you can hit the open road, or even the road less traveled. We have low rates, refinancing available, and you can even apply online if you'd like. Or you can drop by our office on Normal Park Drive, and we'll be happy to help you in person. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment, not just a job. This is a career with a purpose. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is hiring correctional officers now. Full and part-time positions available, no experience required, paid training, great health care and retirement, and opportunities for base pay increases with continued service in the first year. Apply now at tdcj.texas.gov/co. That's tdcj.texas.gov/co. Serve Texas with purpose.
We all know that buying a vehicle is expensive, and that means you do what you can to maintain that vehicle. The same standard goes for your heating and cooling system. That is why at McGilvery Mechanical, we highly recommend a seasonal tune-up. A seasonal tune-up will save you money, prevent breakdowns, prolong equipment life, diagnose minor problems before they become major ones, and comply with manufacturer warranty requirements. Schedule a maintenance appointment for your heating and cooling system today. Maintenance is everything. Call McGilvery Mechanical at 936-291-2640.
Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner in Huntsville. Do you need a new vehicle with great gas mileage? Do you want to save some money and not pay over MSRP or have to purchase the dealer add-ons? You need to come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line. Not only do we not charge over MSRP, but if you qualify for supplier discounts, we'll honor that. Teachers, first responders, and anyone else that might qualify for supplier discounts. Ask our sales consultant to look into it and see if your company qualifies. So if you want a great deal on a General Motors vehicle, come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line.
Hello, this is Carol Sullivan with Community Service Credit Union. You know how much I love rodeo and helping rodeo contestants and their families. If you're thinking about that truck or trailer of your dreams, keep CSCU in mind. We'll work with you to get a payment you can afford from a financial institution you can trust. Visit cscutx.com and apply online today. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. CSCU. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership required. Certain restrictions apply.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
This has been a KSAM Sports Network presentation. The 2022 Hornet season is proudly presented by First National Bank of Huntsville and by AB Squared Self-Storage, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance, El Gordo Taqueria, Dr. Tool Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville, Huntsville Church of Christ, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, McGilvery Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Reliable Auto Parts, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Tex Press Urgent Care, The Color Bar Tanning, The Woodland Financial Group, and More Insurance, Tom Foolery's Pizza and Games, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, and Wiesner Huntsville. From Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams, thanks for listening.